Yeni abreo, ewiase de wo no wantiemu a ne epia so o. Ye man no fa ne koto amre mu ansa. Real Madrid coach, ya pam no. Ade no mutwae. Ye be pam no yetwa he. Adua na wo yanim. Pando wo yanim. Adubiase wo yanim. Liberty fo kwa na o si mi e wo mi ye no. Aden, wo bo FA Cup semi finals. Wo antimi afia lu ba bia. Na baka say ai, enka wo pe kotoko. Na first abronsa we na media e japade. Hwehwe asabofro ka. Upia bonte amane ehunu abonte. Wo madufo ekura no, wo mo seren. Se do mo duru wo mo seren. Na me ka se wiase, me eva to so na mo emane nya ho. Na nko bi se wo ko se lotokrata wo yi mu. Ana me ka se lotokrata wo yi mu a, obi a se sabi hunu dot no, e se ko man ti se o ka mu. Emane ko se sabi e wutwa loto. Na meminda, loto abodu a. Ko se na de na betima he.
Yo, and then a Monday, son of Sister, 27th April, the year 2026. Now, Osha Brana Simano, Ediono, Encia, and Apan non so Ayakwaba Radio 98.1. A brass on a pay, say, but Senedi Akwaba Sports Arena. No, Yadi etwa so Shannon, so non duba, Ebe Page me the free to median, so then what you know. Akwaba Yukono, Atwaso, Ediama Copim said, do me another bomb. Now, Yadi Akwaba, you are some Casebono, Ebe Twas, Nechi Donko. Ubesia Alahaje Gongorono. What any team say Kabima Mishono, or Medeba Twas, Nomianza, Ebo, Mo, Pejo Mumu, na Tofik and Tim Nabesin, Quenya Sam, Yadi Batwas, no pounds mana, Edia Sam. Yadi Fanka Bo Atwas, no Siania Room, Ewo Peace 104.3. Near Cofanis, no Edia Brandis, nature, you made in a cannabis Twaswa. Copimis and non sober pounds mana, Edia Sam. Near Babesin Quenya, Nayadia Quaba, Sports Estranum, Ebatwas, no triple payment. Na ya peje mu na no chira foforo abatwa so boma kopem sade be che ade chi bi mo de asa wotino na wotimi ati pintera pay fra onua na katra na se atenase na no so emfre no ase atenase na fera fili to Akwaaba radio 98.2 abra team nyina ya trasa na pay na dwumade no ya de ebra obekọ Facebook com Akwaaba radio blekum on Facebook no Akwaaba radio blekum sasana Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook and on Facebook Akwaaba TV on Facebook Akwaaba TV on Facebook ohanyina akosho no your life obenye bi no ahwe udu ana wetimi ala ikene kama edama wo bia na waja comment ego no mi ahye no so wo hye na waka eda kire onua no toro so enhye sere bia na pay ya betra se koma hodo a ye de ebe no obenye bi etie no onye bi ahwe na wacha na adwere kama so etimi eda fa no sa eda nchen okoye YouTube na Akwaaba 98.1 on YouTube Akwaaba 98.1 ana afi so okom online radio no so a Akwaaba 98.1 online radio ni Akwaaba 98.1 ana afi so okom 19 ni so Akwaaba radio 981 FM Akwaaba radio 981 FM ana afi so betima ko Play Store no akodownload dia app no ana so Akwaaba radio 98.1 FM Akwaaba radio 98.1 FM eno se edanchan oko TikTok no so a eno so Akwaaba 98.1 FM Akwaaba 98.1 FM eho nyina akosho no ba kwenye bi na weti oko X Akwaaba 981 X na Akwaaba 981 ana fe so Instagram no so Akwaaba 98.1 Akwaaba 98.1 eno Instagram no so kwa show no obeti akwenye bi na oso etie do acha wadwere so etimi e da fa messages na ka no obetimi e da fa 0242 0202080242 0202080207 5730 0302075730 03 saya WhatsApp and so normal messages no obetimi e da fa pam nyina ya be kan etimi e da ma sharo se tim nyina trase oh fiase mo sonfo Mr. Bona oh fiase na Hussein Adam Zawaham the tactical man Ocean Aben Kwame o menyina oh fiase shano se ne Buhari na daruma aye respond na daruma ti show no okọ Facebook wa ana fe social media kanyina so one rich daruma ti benye bi ahwe na oso ti ba kire wadwene so etimi e da form meeting edi Kofi adukpo de tagone ne nsama hu de di ebra no ye be kwa na ne yakodi nkomo hom na amana nsam shano so 5 major list no na watwa wi games aworo etimi e ba so results no ekosi sen ye de wonsam ye de bama enede dwei na so anya de eba ana fe so nkoma hodo akoso nya no wo so betimi atibi na so atimi akira wadwene kama so etimi e de afa hyehyehye no enya ansam kitokra sano so say yipia no match the 34 games no etimi ekos Liverpool almost you never walk alone when we esi from etimi edinkore Crystal Palace eyom from ye de wonsam enana pay ye de bama Akwaaba radio 98.1 other games results no Arsenal etna fie ɛte Newcastle United bɔ ne kane baako a wetimi ante sɛ top no Arsenal asa bɛda top is a Manchester City and Chelsea mu nyina no ɛwɔ England no hyɛ no sɛ FA Cup semi-final games ahodoɔ ɛde timi ɛkɔ so ɛsɛ bibia yɛ set 13th May final game ne bɛtɔ dwa ɛno ɛyɛ Manchester City and Chelsea ɛna de prem so we know ɛyɛ FA Cup final game a ɛbɛtimi atɔ dwa ho nsɛm ɛna no pay yɛde bɛma Sasana French League ɛna week number 31 games no ɛtimi ɛkɔ so Bundesliga week 31 games ɛtimi ɛkɔ so Bayern Munich nano ɛmo yɛ den de man but wɔtimi ɛdi nkune 4-3 na nya nsɛm keto na ɔmo wie game no ɛde nsɛm ɛna coach Vincent Company wɔde ato dwa yɛde nsɛm yɛde ma hyehyɛ no anya nsɛm keto kora ɛno sɛ ɛda nkyɛw bɛpie mu ɛwɔ Italy so a hyɛ no sesɛ mpɔ no yɛ Italy Serie A week number 34 games no etimi ɛkɔ so ɛno sɛ results no yɛde bɛma na deɛ ɛsɛ wote no na wotɔ etimi atepi ɛna afei Spanish La Liga no hyɛ no sesɛ nano Madrid ɛkɔ away ɛkɔ bɔ 1-1 Barcelona ɛkɔ away etimi ɛkɔdi nkunim ɛsɛ Barcelona ɛsɛ Madrid watwere ntɛm tententen nya asɛm kitɔkora ne nyinaa yɛ zaba nɔpɛ yɛabɔbɔ no yɛde berɛ no afei sɛ nkɔma nketenketa ka nyina no mɔsɔmfo Mr. Abɔna abɔbɔ no a wɔde berɛ hyehyɛhyɛ no deɛ ɛsɛ wote no na wɔtumi ate hyɛ no so wɔwie a Hussein Ocean ɛsi nkonya na nkyerɛmu no yɛtumi de atoa so ne yɛwie nkyerɛmu no wie a yɛbɛte asi fie ɛfi sɛm no hyɛ no nso sɛ 2027 AFCON under 20 deɛ no Ghana yɛn ɛna ɛsɛ yɛ hostu ɛde asi yɛn nan so ɛno a anɔpɛ yi ɛna GFA president ɛna afei sɔsɛ CAF second vice president no wa confirm sampa is a CAF for ɛde not number is 2027 AFCON under 20 championship no yɛn ɛna ɛsɛ yɛ hostu ɛho kɔmɔ ɛna anɔpɛ obɛte pina saso ɛna local blasters no yɛn ma ɔmo chance abra world cup yi ɛyi ne ti ɛwɔ Mexico Canada years of A wan ɛna ɛkasa ewiase nyina 6 you see for last chapter ɔna de san kɔmɔ no ɛde ato dwa yɛde nsɛm yɛde bɛma saso ɛna hyɛ no so sɛ Black Galaxies etimi ɛbɔ yɔnkofa kɛnse mmienu the first match no wɔne Kpando Heart of Lions na boy second match no wɔne Aduana FC ɛna de pɛm sɛ ho nsɛm ɔbɛte national under 17 team no akɔpie mu ɛwɔ Cote d'Ivoire ne nyinaa yɛ ahobɔ yɛ sɛ yɛ AFCON under 17 championship no Ghana hwɛ no sɛ yɛbɛtumi akɔ na yɛtumi akɔbɔ nie Access Bank bi Swan League no hyɛ no so sɛ zone 1 no last but one games no etimi ɛba so na results no kɔsi sɛn yɛde ho nsɛm ɛna no pay yɛde bɛma Blekum City back to Division 1 a ɛsɛ qualification Division 1 no almost abɛbɔ bi ne nyina ɛyɛ nsɛm ano pay yɛabɔ na yɛde bra hyehyɛ wɔ Akwaaba radio 98.1 yɛne mpɛnɛfa pɛnɛsɛ bɛdi nkɔmmɔ ɛwɔ show no so ne deɛ ɛsɛ wote no na otimi ate pii na hyɛ no so sɛ yɛba na yɛwerɛ mu ɛwɔ amanɔne na amanɔne nsɛm no etimi ɛde abɛda Buhari video na media man factor so bra Facebook wasisi we know a second division game I is in a coso our northern region eno aye mole national omo any tamale super wonders and is o made pem game no ewie 1-1 na bra Facebook referee no onye na wofam ye putu no da fam kukre na man for san park se kick asa okobokro no ne nyina ne se akwetake decision say omo ne na anya adwen bra wo de bra Facebook bra behwe de course no na nya asem ketwa wo bi papa o wo gina touchline we won na matogu no so e wo park re so no asan krane bi na sei wo manya abo bi so matogu no so wo mo ebro na kunu ne nyina ne se akodi match o mo susu se decision bi o take no wa mo na reference o dwane tu o mo sane park ne se nya asem ketwa what about Facebook Akwaaba radio Brekum on Facebook no Akwaaba radio Brekum sasa na Akwaaba 98.1 and face Akwaaba TV what bra never video no na udua na wacha wadwene so etime da fa ni ahwe se yebetime akwa ma say football no etime akwa nima we second division omo ebo se mpongo betime nya qualification nka division 1 no omo bobobi na second pony na park no so ina perimeter ho we aspirative na is omo ye ne bia eno se dey sombo no but ye hu kwan is supporters na tisima I is omo remo our inner parliament no na referee no ya tuna se na won nam ye gbura no da fam na san kiki ni nyina ne se ni boni ane se wakodi match ne boni nyina no de o de bra Facebook bra behwe video no na oduwa na so akere wa dwene se etimi da fa sha no se St Ignatius Eye Center omo ekambe ose bra ne wani no na yehwe ne kama enfama sasono guesting home of curtains carpet and the furniture was bra na beje curtains ahoro sasono foams and mattress ahoro na koda so na nya sumdwe ana afi so Krabaf 84 Enterprise was seven kancha se bra na beche pro sasono mo ahodo na kono se bia ho betimi ato adofa bi seven kancha se o cashew farmer ayise woton cashew fu ayise woton fofofo was say be 15 acres na fi so do ye be 10 years ni was say kwa mansu bi eni ho o de frɛ number CCCM 0249364868 and afi 0241 711179 fra gobo bia keche bia no wonu betimi edina no na Insuatreman Community Bank o seven kancha sebra na ye no eni dwa sere bia wo so de mapa no betimi akoso kama etimi ediamo ana afi so pepra Agyeman Capital School wa seven kancha sebra ntide pa na ye de ma school for no obepia bonten wa beniye ana afi Dr. Owusu Ocha Herbal Center number 1 Herbal Center e Kroma sebra na o yade ne ntwa se kama enfama ana afi so Glory Temple of Christ Ministry wa seven kancha se de pa bona kwantre gu fam be wie no now how na was room netimi efre so ana face sky boho was seven kancha say any betimi to the camera etimi adama bra ise unzo no mfunso bi anyway say ebwa ana face Buarek Enterprise was seven kancha say bra na beje provinces ahodo na koton ana sempunsuo ni nyama akanya no obenye bi aho jobra seven kancha say bra ye na sola no ebetimi ana kama etimi dem ana face so toilet janabia no so ebetimi eto the camera bra ise onya ha obi a obeyuso afebo anya de ise ede ha obi a ebre sasa na sister ka cosmetics whatever ne beji nku ahodo sasa na perfumes ahodo ne ko yusu bi ana feso ABA Herbal Center wasi eni ho yare de saw sign ho wanhwe ne wani no anko huna de bibra ne mo dre ne timi enfre so sasa na V Tafico Enterprise sebra ne beji kasa kese sasa na pass unia manya no ne fa ko yojuma sere bia budoza na feso o kasa no awande betimi abam ana afeso Opportunity International Service and Loan wasebra wase eman koso bosia no eguso ai ese ye de ma sere bia udwana udi no emotimi atreye ana Faith Travel Consult wasebe nkancha sebra ese 2 years contract apai e okata ye de okora Estonia contract na ibesa ruini ne kama 80 ma fridge Dr. Donto is obebia no office obrekum dama kwanso ala wajanso odua usabetimi aka fridge no obere pen kama etimi ediamau sumaru bank seven kancha zebra na yemwa na kuani wafo na odon yemma loan so ahoro se de be afo no obetimi adon kese na sika no so wetimi anya bi saso ana ren smart dental clinic seven kancha zebra ye behwe onum na ha obi onum ya sa ha no yetimi ayi edi afro kefo so Akwaaba Enterprise zebra na danse na papa na bejo de A to Z oba to football ana ese ye de ma saso na abijo natural health service so seven kancha zebra na wo yade ne nto ase kama emfama Peter na sa Pastor Peter chere tita botan Mission of Christ Salvation Ministry International wasebra na yansomwe na yemone ne vampire ene akwanche ana afiso preach no na yemfansa chira ana afiso Justice Fund Samin Kancha sebra kroma ye ne somama yakwanya sesan some funds no ye ne udwabra na ye ne usinkonya na yentimi mo na unsentimi nkabi ana afiso K Lovett Company Limited wasebin Kancha se prepared no pe biato hana so ba usabetima kantem pass me no kasi ya start dwumade ndada shannon so sample non kron ana ise yepom ana afiso mat 700 capsules ana ye dura wasebin Kancha se wanya hypertension na se heart attack na se stroke no opeso ho to ntema kwane kopa bi na nunu bi ebetimi abo ana fe goswe aluminium na fe grass wasebin Kancha sebra grass so adwuma na ye nsa no nwuma efe no boso da famra na adwuma no yenye ne kama emfama Yasin Herbal Center form yakofa Yasin Sasaso na Yasin natural capsules no etimi da big jazz kwane kopa bi na nunu bi na wo ha wo ne yare na osoro etimi enfreso Graceland Hardware Aluminium Sasa Glass Company Limited seven Kancha sebra dance ne ma papa da beji bi A to Z oba wonse kabi Tachi Herbal Center wasebra eni wo yare de sa osan ho a wanhwa na wani no anko huna de biom saso na Remedy Dental Clinic wase senwa dwuma na yebra ne honum ne ha bia wonum bia sa ha no na yenyimfro eno sa edanche sha no se express delivery service also in Kancha sha no so say numbers wo de keep numbers no wo de na sample wo be keep numbers say office now pese ye jade bi at the free station and na sample duane ne entom famrewa na nyina no ebeto ba bedu abobo ano ese how be anyho sha no so anopa no watwe ne fa ne ya start djuma nwumre nondu ne yapon but mother sha no sample numbers wo be keep tire bo office so sere bia office ye djuma no na waduane no so ben sere bia wo so betimi adi na wo so timi ato no express delivery service wo timi Kancha zem but mother ne friend number 666 0559 275279 and 0553 705226 so frank obobia kechebiano ye no betimi edini aboaka we ni nyuma kwa aka ne omo ekrem a otie nkasa de akudiem sɛm no ye de edamana ne nsɛm no aye krade kofa de abre ye no che wi a de aka no ye beto asa ha aye Akwaaba radio 98.1 asida ekoma of Kofi bi prase no a ye wie enwumre no obeso ma kopem za de tin a kopiem o peace 104.3 kofa ni so ebre no che fianka bo no ode eto aso ese akudiem sɛm yasin konya ye de bro mo somfo bi sabona atenase na amana ne nsɛm no watimi e de abro
And I don't pay so Brasia so say Yadimu Concro Farman so na hon Samaya and Sakano Yadimama live our Akwaaba 98.1 so Yadikia catch us Uko Facebook no so show no live for her Akwaaba radio precum and answer Akwaaba 98.1 any Akwaaba TV who called ba but madian sell be like isho na fe what drop your comment no me share no so na uramu ewo YouTube and answer TikTok Instagram X and answer Twitter Play Store TuneIn and online so no and I no pay show no live for on man do na ATN friends no wo mo sign ahwe na Kofi before say be konko farmers no aseda and ya de emanyuma komu kra ase a and I no pay ya demo echo WS betting company ba kwa say wo bi ajo mo atum no WS bet e ba ne chasem betting padia WS bet into be phone no na wa Google search engine home na wa search WS bet e ba pe na wa register na wa shasem I bet on matches Samsung e ba ne virtual instant play and after no other games na ni nyina no ubenya bi atwa e hodma enye easy Maya Chemist Limited e boy yepa who padro papa atwa e Maya Chemist Limited and adwani HM afeyem fast da bi e Masiwoma Limited Adeshia Kitchen enso aka home Adford Frozen Foods and adiate and say unique kitchen enso ekoyase na no pay yademo eko original anti-bribery saloon e support 2 yepa and Fosu Company Limited Samsung Akwaaba Lodge and AKH Enterprise nyuma kwamu kwa yasen and I no pay Yademo Eco and Co-Farmers so na uramu our 5 selected major European League centers na this weekend games prepare na and a top from na ano dinye pa especially uramu our German Bundesliga ma mamen fama tie for na Friday RB Leipzig Bobo Kono atna fie about 3 goals etia Union Berlin wo Union Berlin team na ati emu ba kan na ne Saturday ne games na etwa so Emma FC Cologne atna fie Leverkusen Akwaaba ekamienu a no Cologne team no enso etimi eti emu ba kon na match a obia enso ani eje results no Bayern Munich the champions of the Bundesliga the tiene say Manson 5 in the first half na nkofano abo Bayern ekamiensa na Bayern entimi ente eno Emma Vincent Company substitutions at the end of the first half second half na eba starting on and just so yes changes no and the Hurricane mo any Brandt and team and so ane Luis Diaz mo we yo mu efiri mu ade Michael Lise mo ebe ramu ema Jamal Musiala mu nyina and so ebe rabu in the second half na aniji Sam ane Nicholas Jackson ete kanaba akoma ne 3-1 and Michael Lise ebe ye 3-2 and sana Musiala ebe be ye 3-3 and Brandt fana weekend the Ken Master and so aye ne chance 4-3 onoma na no eboa ema Bayern Bobo Kono and so edim kunim eka enanya Manso 5 Bobo Kono wɔn ɛntimi ante maame fan to atie fan nim sɛ urama brante fana weekend go a wɔhyɛ no abo ama this season in the Bundesliga wɔnyɛ 33 goals sɛ wɔn ma ɛnɛ Vincent Company ɛbɔ na ba so sɛ wɔyɛ adeɛ pass wɔtimi abo that huge number of goals no na ɔra brante no qualities na ɛyɛ ne yɛ pa sɛ brante fana hurricane no one join a bigger club and time ɛte sɛ Bayern Munich bobo kono ɛno ɛnkyerɛ sɛ Tottenham for no ɛyɛ smaller club no mum na ɛwɔ sɛnka brante no ɛfi bobo kɛfa Tottenham and Tempa na for join a top club because already qualities na ɛwɔ soro yie pa na so age no ha kɔ n'anim ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm a Vincent Company what they had to try what born guys never so say in the first half nenye but the second half no kwaya mo fa so ebe tete no nani eje wu ye pa wonim se Dortmund team no so no eno mo dim kunim eka enan a Freiburg bobo kono wo mo enso entim ante we ama say Bayern Munich bobo kono this season kwa no wo mo asha 113 goals and ma concede 32 goals 31 matches no wo mo win 26 and wo mo draw 4 wo mo lose ba kope into more 82 points with 81 goals. After Bobo Kafin Dortmund, and Tosum Yunum, also I was 67 points plus 34 goals. RB Leipzig at Tosum Yansam, I'm equal 62 points plus 24 goals. And I don't pay a dinner. And so I'm our Fidicasi so na yen for na for young Romum, our French Liguanum, na Oko French Liguana, and once so this weekend I know yet there. Emma started bread, one more and long steam on about 3-3 draw na no Friday na Saturday no and a games na etwa so Emma teams beat ya Olympic Lyon mo and we need 3-2 Etia Alze the Etia and it's Paris Saint-Germain and 10 against 11 Akwaaba and get team na e come and san and get for them anti Abrante fana Kenin Lee and about first goal sounds na Sunny Mayulu about the second goal and Abrante fana Lucas Barado defender no about the third goal Emma PG team no Edim Kunim e kamiansa and get for them no enso entime ante Luis Enrique abone guys na baso but Kofi Diamete and it's a bloodly Bacola and you want say at the end of the season akodano ebe free PG and could defend place for robo na wobo and chance and qualities award na di goals any assist na onye player I was starting from bench and you see akodana chance here and the entourage in 18 come so per club or benya regular starter na fi wakwa ya juma amuamo ye kapia jasemna de tie ene sanano Saturday na Toulouse and Monaco ebo 2-2 draw and atimane day and Strasbourg ekware 3-2 Lille Metropole and so ebo 1-0 etia Paris FC team na and Olympic Marseille and OGC Nice and no wo game na ekwakoye 1-1 ewo ho say PSG team no edi kan wo mo atwemum 6 points after Monday 30 na wo mo ewo 69 points plus 43 goals longs etosum you know wo so ewo 63 plus 28 goals Olympic Lyon etosum yansa wo mo ewo 57 points plus 16 goals o re Marseille team na wo mo da see sounds na Monaco at the 7th wa Monaco for na ya na European football next season wo mo anya bia mo na ye ka France asem na e won so top scorers no de tie Anissa Brantef and Esteban Lipal abocha say 18 goals a wo lead the top scorers chart na e ho wo ya adwuma Emma Bobo kwa no aya Laurent and Brantef de and Joaquin our Strasbourg one also ashe 16 goals Mason Greenwood our Marseille one also amanage about 15 goals ho ya dini nyina Emma mo ena anopai yenramu our Spanish La Liga na Kofi in the Spanish La Liga no and also de tie Anissa this weekend no aye den Emma na Friday Real Madrid team no akobo 1-1 draw etia Real Betis Vinicius Junior and enya first goal Emma Brantef na double win 90 plus 4 ya pon game na wie and achasem Madrid kan ekoti ya Emma game no and so ekwaye just a 1-1 ho now be clear na Saturday Akwaaba sports preview no so no here to manim say Madrid Bobo kuna last 5 matches or mabona enkofo no struggle to get a win ya be clear mo Girona ebo chasem 1-1 draw Bayern Munich ekosho mo 2-1 ewe fie Mallorca and so esho mo 2-1 and a Bayern ewo Allianz Arena wo mo ebo mo 4-3 against Deportivo Alaves and a Madrid team no enya win ewo mu anano wamasia bodro etia team and the and Real Betis and two team say a very bad performance and a Madrid team no womo edenadi na Kofi Eguswa ya de La Liga and send some Emma Tiefona Urama nano Saturday no Atletico Club de Madrid from a goal down Kofana ebe take SI Empor winning ko and winning 3-2 etia team and the and Bebao na Kofi after the game no the atia Anissa Brantef Julian Alvarez and Alexander Salot a players so far Urama in the shot of Atletico Madrid no will be a 100 appearance and to celebrate guys no after their victory whom enya El Riyadh Metropolitano na Diego Pablo Simeone about these two guys abaso was one inclusion one performance and a team abwa hama Atletico team no one enso ekwakubo the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League and to ranting more than day Emma Pobo Kefan Atletico no na ni eji pa the entire team especially goalkeeper one muso how was so a seven team no at the time of Jano Black epic injury what can we be and I'm Atletico team no I am strong enough a brand day any cocket resurrection and so HSM kunim dio manya no woman ya jiwu pa woman we muso benya respectable positioner e betimi ama team no I am strong woman eba be run next season one e betimi a teachers and players am woman and no e some cocket resurrection one and so at the na the tiene sanano Saturday no Barcelona brand Tiffany Flaming Lopez and our first no Marcus Rashford Equabo 2 goals M1 Hetefe team no womo entimi antintibasa and so I really 208 Hetefe na after the game and Hansi Theater Flick on air manager Emma Basa Bobokona upon the guys na baso for the victory mania away was see womo se Champions League no womo afrimu de na so domestic competitions na womo perform better especially La Liga ne de e was womo to so say ya na nia Jehawa guys no esi fast so ebo goals no I see in the first half obinya goal and in the second half no so no womu enya goal we hear Juma Brantefni Femi Lopez and our first no Pedro Gonzalez and the lines of Frankie de Jong mo Juma mo no na ni eje wo pa afi goalkeeper one Garcia was in a clean sheet record na we person was set no we anu Musa Brantefni betimi aye successful ewo mo na niema enso akosu ama no was pass performance no overall no a great Emma ono Hansi Flick and no I sama Hansi Theater Flick manage to jinamo Emma Barcelona Bobo Kona what they to na Kofi Diamete and it's Alessandro Bastoni ono a defender Emma Interno Basafo awie BP asama no waba join you personal terms akasika sem and no ana kwakwe bibia onom same pon Bobo Kwefana Interforce womonji below 70 million euros Basafo so chase one person with Rooney Baggy eka 60 million euros ho na for mo de Kofa Brantford fan Alessandro Bastoni aside that no Roma womo target some strikers Julian Alvarez kan ya catch mo dada Brantford Victor Osimhen so no womo edinachi Alexander Salato so womo chase na Barca team ne de womo are very serious this summer enye easy kra na de atene say uramu ewo La Liga ma Bobo Kefin Barcelona after Monday 33 womo ene edikan womo ewo 85 points plus 57 goals after Real Madrid team na womo so etoso mienu womo ewo 74 points plus 37 goals and a Villarreal at that third position womo ewo 65 points with 20 Atletico Madrid and so at the fourth womo ewo 60 points plus 19 goals na ora top scorers na say NTM Kylian Mbappe say wapiki injury yes and where for the rest of the season for Real Madrid no and we na Brentano and me ensia kan amwo mubio Brentano and say woli di go kini ewa wabo 24 goals Brentano di any Vidat and so about 21 ama Mallorca and Lamine Yamal and so a injured player one also for the rest of the season and yadia so besia kan ama Barca team na so manage about 16 goals honma and ano payetini nyina ebamo ewa Akwaaba 98.1 so Kofi Yenramu ewa English Premier League no na English Premier League no so na no Friday and a Sunderland Bobo Kona wamo etna fie ama Nottingham Forest ekwa shomo eka enuma wamo Sunderland wamo entimi ante na enu abwa ama say Nottingham Forest team no unbeaten in their last 8 matches wamo arene 5 and ama draw 3 honma enkofono perform better after Fulham team no nano Saturday wamo so echi Aston Villa Aston Villa team no ekaba akoma entimi ante Brantford Ryan Sessegnon and a team ebo de only goal Emma Fulham team on the 43rd minute. Now relegation button clubs AP West Ham United wamu Emma Nigeria and we need 2-1 Etia Everton team and at the Atia Anessa Brand Tiffany Jean Paulinia Equare Millennium Stadium Equabo go back Emma Tottenham Space team wamu Wolverhampton Wanderers relegation club wamu so ante na Tottenham Space and first Premier League win in 2026 NTSC 2026 muno ham say we boss me toss we and nine en krofona afei and omanya win ewo mu a asefem yepa na arawasam anisa Brantford fan Javi Simons ano player Emma Tottenham Space Bobo Kunukofi Brantford anya injury and one of the serious injury in football and about players anterior cruciate ligament injury na dia mate anisa boy se ebe wuri se wo see kan biewa age 2027 and tutumu say one makes about 8 to 9 months want me ensia kan Emma Tottenham team sounds now out of the FIFA World Cup so USA Canada and Mexico the orange national team Dutch national team and Yadesa Branton ebe Janet Netherlands minor na Xavi Simons ababedi nkama na ne nkomodie ni nyina enisa ampa ensema ye kan no kra ni season aye over and at the tepa enisa Branton was signed to mu say World Cup ni nyade so betimi akobi ne wura ho na so wogidie say messages aba any day was start rehabilitation enyama ebekoye amanu Branton for Xavi Simons now so asaba betomu sabai ni kofi ukone Instagram page pictures bia ni videos bia wa post wa delete enti woni bia on Instagram post no so enano pen Akwaaba radio and I say Akwaaba 98.1 any Akwaaba TV so on Facebook Akwaaba say yes Xavi Simons eni mfonyini bia age ne nkora bremi mfonyina wade aye ni deep nko ana da ho enti woni post bia e Instagram no ana manfo shase ewidi meanings say aden abranteram wajai football bana ana se Tottenham team ana wonsi akan amu bio ne de questions atoto na ebisa na ye ka Premier League asem no kofi Liverpool team no so atna Anfield and we need 3-1 etia Crystal Palace Alexander Isak ebo go ema Liverpool team ana de etia ni se Andre Robertson enso eto atna ema niema ekosu ye amwo mo Brantford fan Daniel Munoz enso abeteka ansana from vet and so Akwaaba go ama dino Akwaaba 3-1 edi ama Liverpool team until Liverpool and we need 3-1 etia Crystal Palace na Mohamed Salah so anya injury until after the game and Anslot manager wojina mu ama Liverpool team wo mu ebisa ne say na Mohamed Salah ni injury situation etie was a Branton too early so abekasa about sa injury situation was so hard ama Branton fan Mohamed Salah because we had the war Branton every pitch na so utimu se injury na no dem part medical team and e betimi acha say obetena fie and nadodo say anase obeba back and nadodo say and obe spend e we injury room num na o say and Monday and a medical team na dey a lot of examination results ebeba monte na mom 3-1 victory munya o say omo ye happy simple no manya sorry na fe into the top 6th place womo assign abomode abie points gap num was womo awiade mu say womo ebeto so anwene na fe womo qualify for Champions League 2026-2027 and no sama Anslot editor captain Virgil van Dijk and so abo guys na baso was with the winning momentum womo agada no womo fan finish season send papa for Anslot Ekano send ye be ya ombetumi anya qualification to the Champions League and no sama Abrante for Virgil van Dijk kwade to every ezie and so anya early goal ewo Emirates Emma Arsenal team Newcastle for on the 9th minute eze enya sagono Newcastle try and confident me and taker na the atiedi say na ye corner kick and Abrante for eze and so etimi ede eboat na na say urama Abrante na ye two corner no mo pem na ebeto ho and wo shoot ya wotimi enya sagono emu mo enti say Arsenal team Ashe Premier League goals no from corners and omu anya 17 eno aye chasem season uramu ewe Premier League ma ebinsi da say ebia club bi in a single season wetimi anya goals from corner kicks no amana through 17 into Arsenal team ni there ya from the corner clubs na the tia anisem urama Arsenal bobo corner asan anya 100% and answer 100 plus Premier League goals against 5 different teams into 100 plus goals against 5 different Premier League teams. Everton wamash 128 and etiomo. West Ham United wamash 116 and etiomo. Tottenham wamash 116. Aston Villa wamash 107 and anano Saturday 1-0 victory munyaya on Newcastle na abwa. Ama says so wamash 100 goals in the Premier League and etia time and anso Newcastle na eze epic injury and after the game no Brentony 18 come and was and shada serious injury bia ekoye na ose pressure ya na pandit no wabadwen ayo mo se womo ede Arsenal bobo kono womo Arsenal players no womo no pressure na se no isa efi outside eba na womo concentrate too enya de se omudi omadwen ekoso nanso nokrepa ene se womo no ade ba ko mo ye ene se in football se pressure eba so a enya de bia negative ya de bia ya efe ene ye necessary e football mu enti se eye nsentwefo ne se womo pressure mo eye supporters ne so mo pressure mo a womo Arsenal players no enim how to deal with pressure eno ensema eze wode eto dwa na ade abrant ne eka ene se wo ready bu se si de womo adi nkunim against Newcastle na the rest of the matches are aka e omani no we are ready to die on the pitch to win the league and no aye the French boy William Saliba defender no ensama Walker was Arsenal players no wo ma ready say ombeku mo ho e wagopama no so say be ya wo ebetimi agi Premier League no it is not over and no ensama Abranta ni din any David Raya goalkeeper ema Arsenal boboku no anopai wo de akwakoto Instagram no say enyanye over e wo mu so madi nkudim wo ma mu 3 points there nanso nya de se league na aye over amu mu sempo no mo je Martin Ondegaard captain Emma Arsenal bobo kuna no so akasa was already was schedule no asia ye fixtures na asia ye days wo mo de pona was wo mu used to it enti wo mo emme no enha wo mo be keep on na for my pressure so that ya wo betime anwin the rest of the matches no same fight every single game for every single win and some Martin Odegaard edited into us one Arsenal players in every game biano one be fight say that ya one ebe win sa game no na say aka 5 matches Declan Rice say we have to win all 5 and to take the one off today was a real boost. Not just for say 5 matches now. Womo anwini mu ba na no Saturday against Newcastle no. Ade ba ko ebe boost to confidence ye pa. Arawosam and it's a Gabriel Martinelli in that game no was sustaining hamstring injury. One also no Diamete and his medical team no and so at the result Sababa Monte and Nick Pope acquire tackle B emani the yellow card. Na Mikel Arteta didn't come out was this tackle na Abrante Fene Nick Pope goalkeeper Emma Newcastle acquire no a red card sa and one match one any Manchester United and Manchester City eboy no one call Manchester Cromono was this hardly be ACA now was a Manchester one etimi edi red card now so Rafini ebunani eguso was say this season no happen several times now only the only say Nick Pope tackle our acquire Rafi Emma yellow card no na a red card what can I say here and yes or say it is a clear red card. I watch it 10 times. It is the second time in 2 games because against Manchester City when Kai Havertz goes through and Kushner foul him, that was a red card, but the referee disagree with my opinion. And Saba Abrantani D and Nick Pope, Mikel Arteta manager Emma Arsenal Bobokono, what they told Declan Rice Edin Komanom and was say with this win I'm ready Musebia ebetimi akosie amuamo Kai Havertz akopeke injury na injury no Kofi yase we ya Brandon on also for the rest of the season won't me ensia kan dia mete kraponi say bia na Germany World Cup squad no sanyame ensia ma mehwe Abrante Fene Kai Havertz Germany World Cup squad no and we ya no wentimi ankobi na enei uramu awo Arsenal wo mo aso ya Paul Mason say if Arsenal wins next week against Fulham at home, Arsenal will win the Premier League. And to say next week, Arsenal, any Fulham game, say Arsenal, etimi enwenia. Oh, on the day, Arsenal for a Premier League, so say, I'm about 34 matches. The idea, and it's in Kofono, our 73 points plus 64 Urama, our 38 goals. I can't any easy. And a Man City, and so Etosum, Amonsono, our 70 points plus 37 goals into Arsenal at the 3 points gap. And I'm a Bobo Kano, and so Manchester City, and Omasan anya 1 goal more than City. Into the Atlantic City, our outstanding match ever. But then another crucial game ever cost the English Premier League. And no, I am Manchester United against Brentford City. Old Trafford. Now Michael Carrick say when you Konya Asia Serge Ratcliffe more and Manchester United owners no one you madin come on and Kofono Wadwempa Emma Club on to a ready muse woman supporters never collaborate now if you want to niema Sarabaya Timmy Ebasia Sore Edna and so and Tim Painfono Espende Emma Club and I strong na supporters no so air support to among into a never matcha one and Brentford Ebabono where we had the muse supporters and ever show up throughout the 90 minutes was say where they were and Nima ACL Konano I could have kept fan Halvin with a brand fan Lisandro Martinez ne red card no a brand a Juma Yepa Uram Ewan Finfronma Kobe Menu and will be at the Bruno Fernandez wire record in terms of assists in a single season and so far 118 different assists and Nima Ekoye Emano the Anisem Rentawemo performance number team I stronger where the Musene woman about Twasosa and then you may so 4-2-3-1 formation. Sonny Lamens, Ebe goalkeeper, Luke Shaw, Ebe Jinamo, Harvin, Ensu, Ebe Bobby, Harry Maguire, Ebe starting game now, Diego Dalo Casimiro, Kobe Menu, Brant Teflin Buemu, Bruno Fernandez, Captain no, Matheus Cunha, and Benjamin Sheshko. I am Rente Edubakwa. Yes, practice from best starting game now. I'm Manchester United. Now, Kofu the Yanko Facebook no so, Niam Conquer one Rooney, Ramum, our quarantine training grounds, and at the time I know we are final training no one Michael Carrick and no your coach I'm ready to no Asia kind of Manchester United no Asia Momu Edin come who share United players na the time no more training our quarantine training grounds one motivated guys and they say the world season or more air finishing no one more end to us now and no and I when Rooney say a pleasure I'm on the simple no what's your kwako brantia ne day and Michael Carrick and watch us Manchester United Bobo Kunam they made it and it's a United team no I are ready to spend 75 million pounds for Brighton and Cameroon midfielder Carlos Balaba. Now last summer Obakaya, one more Adisika Ekoye. I'm Brighton for Arigati. Yes, Brighton for no, as a Manchester United for no, one more I serious, no one more a Brantona, one more £500 million Emra, and Unquania the only figure. I bet me a convince one more, I'm more Aton Carlos Balaba, and no idea if he a Brantona Akachi Eba side that no. One more target a branch from the Anderson, the Brazilian boy who see a kind of Atlanta, you see Atletico for Edinburgh, you know, yes, Atlanta for the see either Atletico or Manchester United no will be able to me at £42 million. When Ebejai, I'm a branch from the Anderson, Aqua Juma, Harry, I'm at that particular club no, yeah, Canania, Kaya for say, when my branch from the Marcus Stratford, on Unsu Ebolo and Emma Pass and Coffee, about Betomus, Manchester United for say, and Yadias for Munsu, Ebelo branch price or more agree 30 million euros no Basa for Enfamra so mo de bra any a branch from Marcus Stratford ne permanent donor one be man sign at the Amabasa team no na yen remu e Facebook ne yen conquer Manchester United wo mu jesia next season 2026-2027 wo mu ebe chane kofi fe papa wo we ne corner wo mu ade white and black abiamu and a chase Adidas for no logo no and that right side and a Manchester United wo mu so logo no at that left side and a Snapdragon and so egu animu oba ne makono so a wo mu ade 3 lines no abia wonom kama enyema ekosie amu mo na ye ka se Arsenal for no in the Premier League wo mu lead with 73 points at City and that second wo mu 70 points no Manchester Manchester United and so at the third wɔn ɛwɔ 58 points plus 13 goals and is no mudi nkuruma wɔn nso ɛwura mu ɛwɔ Chelsea 61 wa ɛnyɛ easy. Liverpool at the fourth wɔn 58 points plus 13 and Aston Villa at the FIFA wɔn nso ɛwɔ 58 points plus 5. Brighton at the 6 wɔn nso ɛwɔ 50 points plus 9 and at the tier and so Bournemouth and so at the 7th wɔn ɛwɔ 49 points wɔn ni go bia and Chelsea and so at the 8th wɔn ɛwɔ 48 points plus 8 goals into Chelsea and so Kofi the tier and say nkrofo this season nneɛma mu ɛyɛ yɛ den ɛde amon bata no a wɔn ɛdi nkunim no the English FA Cup starting now no Saturday at Wembley Sports Stadium semi-final Manchester City ɛma manfo ɛyɛ panic cash out Kofi na adi wei deɛ the way see here no Sadante for na mo yɛ stubborn no Kofi the tier this yɛ bɔ game no throughout the 90 minutes 3 goals in a PM now so na ka last 10 minutes no and a record was 3 goals no na Omama Mushi deɛ Kofi this Haaland amana tena bench amana to ahohono ni nyina ene sam Abrant no wonya chance ne pɛ no abɔsɛ no ba ko woni popa no abɔde afa nkyɛn ba ko so utimu sɛ ne sharpness no enso ayade a drop ye pa but ye ball 79th minute and Abrant fana Azaz fame enso etimi ball chasem first goal Emma Sadantin team no Jeremy Doku the Belgian guy take on the 82nd minute Emma game ne 1-1 and Nico Gonzalez powerful strike 87th minute no what they aboard the winning goal Emma City amanfo nim enso etimi etene ya na enye easy kwa na nanu game no supporters economy ko hen Kofi no mo 70,000 53 spectators out of the 90,000 no yenya 70,000 na ano edinye pa but with this win no abo ama say Man City I mean all of their last 6 matches womo abo in all competitions womo asha 14 goals and I consider just to and can be beach say City for the season there e ba be kwa wie yankofo no wombo no mo bono ya na ano edinye pa womo sha Arsenal 2-0 womo sha Liverpool 4-0 womo sha Chelsea 3-0 womo san sha Arsenal 2-1 and womo asha Burnley 1-0 and womo asha Southampton 2-1 womo ne Everton ebebo this weekend enye easy kwa player of the match in that game no ekoma the winning goal scorer Nico Gonzalez wono and a player of the match award no na Jeremy Doku abo Nico Gonzalez abaso or say he deserve it. He played well. He played very, very well. He helped us a lot this season. And what a goal from him. And no answer Jeremy Doku. One answer Eddie Emaye. Na Pep Guardiola. And so say let's do it together. 5 games plus FA Cup final. Let's do it together after that summer holidays and come back next season to say 5 matches na akano plus FA Cup final no players no Man City supporters and will be beer wamata our Man City muno and so emfa sabi unity and say kabum woman nyina emfa kabum emmom na fam womon twice matches na akano wom ebe win ni nyina. Now I say name adwuma Manchester City na ano edinye pa Kofi enunti ama urama Man City bobo kono ababe history club in the FA Cup simple no wamo qualify for the 4th consecutive time to the final we 4 times atwa so sa wamo qualifier wamo kwakobo FA Cup final no na wamo dream for treble no Kofi still na alive wamo agi Carabao Cup no enti Premier League no so no wamo chances of winning and FA Cup no so no wamo chances of winning enti domestic trouble and no there yes City team no wamo nso simple no wamo ensebetimi aka na won player wo bolon Emma Pobokwa no Everton Brantefni Jack Grealish na Kofi Jack Grealish and yes say no anajo de babachi Saturday na de babachi enu anajo uramwa yes so started daytime mpo Abrantena Kofi say sporto watwitwia bi ama cheze hutu se kwafna ne aye mre wa wibiabro Kofi wada enye easy ontimi Kofi this is not the first time the second time and I said the third time mami ami chame namfofo ama nkuna mo ene chese mi ami ni pa body oshi that had to come man and say David Jack Grealish Kofi we be where kwafna ne yesi cocktail bottle see the glasses you work kambo mu enye easy cra e watch say yesi we su kwap no e rooftop hey rooftop nti Kofi Abranti adidi any Jack Levish no wa wibi abra waka konwambe ma age oda kakra Kofi we no experience se we na e ba sa na ehia manante e wo so tenase na we la se kakra at least very 50 minutes to 20 minutes bi there wow. What you say? Minim say Oshimba obechirichire mu because when it come to experience aja. Easy. Now the attorney said Branson Chelsea team no Ebo Moden and win 1-0. 8 Leeds United. Enzo Fernandez. And I just say, who born home Moden. Share Sargon. 1 year branch fan Pedro Neto. Juma yepa because Pedro Neto and I assisted now a branch fan João Pedro say, woman year Japan. So my room our final at least. So much FA Cup no more qualify for Champions League. When they say season I successful. I'm at Chelsea Bobo Kono. Na Chaloba. And so I come on, or say we want to fight for the club and the fans. It has been a difficult moment, but this is what we need. The fight. The boys were really up for it. And to also nano Saturday no Uramana Charles Bobo Kono Womania Bre Sombe fight my supporters na my club no so no and iche abamu obianim say Chelsea team no a difficult moment mu nano anamusaki wo mu coach and day and Liam Rosinia na eneya wo mu adi sam kunim we no wo mu ade prepare na Robert Sanchez so say Chelsea supporters no be do massive with supporter wo mu ade em wo mu nano Saturday and say eno Sunday e Wembley Sports Stadium no wo mani age wu ye papa wo mu we anim so be say na Callum McFarlane a coach interim manager Emma Chelsea team for the rest of the season was say a branch of Robert Sanchez no were one of the best goalkeepers when it comes to commanding in the box or see he is one of the best goalkeepers in the world when it comes to commanding his boss shooting stopping he showed all these qualities today. He is a massive reason why we got a clean sheet and won the game. So I am really happy for Robert Sanchez. I know Papa ni din and Callum McFarlane. What did you say Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea owners ni share ewo Wembley. Nano Saturday. They say final no. Final final on the 16th of May.
On the 16th
of May. Man City and Chelsea and Ebebo. Na Kofi Okorebo say enka say
you know no Chelsea owners no go
oh there be so much shine
oh
say Buhari dey to so obo say papa no oni omo kasa say won twema me call World Cup no mra won twema me call World Cup no mra ko tama na first phone mu ye no sana na ye bra mpanyim mo na omo shi you what din komo
wedding goes
oh picture no what din komo
say oba Chelsea
we mu nya botre me the England for the World Cup ne ba
no man say that
you Koditro na bet was
yeah that's it
and AC ni Juventus the big game now 0-0
no na game ne fa
na Interfon so no omanya de kra mama she two pa na matna mama bet to win
na kweka boy is omo head the ball na ordinance akwaje ball ga mitimi me hwe TV ta group
there be season there ya kwa we ya say ya there you
omo so omo ye you
go ta go na
say na week bi etia ka na odia kana dia
we abo players
okay
oh what ya no wase
you entie no ayamo som for Mr. Bona na otenen ka say amana ne nsem no wade asi na husi atena se ma yenkono ho na omfa ne kire mu emfa ma wo wia ocean eba after ocean they can be better so I say we say good morning
go go
say bibia boko
bibia boko
ye nyame ase
yaba ene Monday bia dan fo mo ho ye mo na no ka bobure ye no
come bro na me revi ka ma muza
ko mo ba chi kakra wa me twe number 6 blue
oh sa
oh please
na
pa ko so bia tesi ago
na pa kene so hyesu mana
ne sumu ba 625
na mo da so ya ma me bone yi
o so mo no man tia ye mbo yo
za ndi no agosi se
give it ye so mo ye
oh no ne bot
me na bot
wa na se wa na be
se be wo mo na be be wa tari mo me ko mo
ndi wa na be senti wa ya de
na no fe ni sen hwan ye se fe ni pass video se de
o ya na se mo na ai under the password
wa na no ye ni ga se
mo pa ga kwa bona na akwaro se we did that is no Bochi nebo number 5.
Okay.
4. Na bo number 5 we say bibi. Omi nebo 4 and 5. na akwan no hode no
aye password
nti botwe na say obi ya adwuma no ma nti ebe to wa no wa clear nti say long ball ne ba but na ne akwan omo nkọ ball ne ho say akwan ne be kọ ball no ho no
yongo omo gina ho
lasa wa ayento pa obi
akwan say masa na ade na say na ball na ade nye contact ball ada me ma nkọ hye
ozo ta group ya no mani
o da coffee board ye me dey me papa kula po ametwa o say no am dey kan ye fere say
ideo but anya
dey say ba sama nya dey board ye masa board ya adamfo ne
ali
mo bi ya ma fada
obi anim bona ko mehu dio ball no onim no
za
bona ba ball we oba be twa ko
bam
anya seba mo seba be wo ball no so to no be control defender there Kofi Sanya Hussein striker o shego no defender there and no what you say
okay and see Kevin Bamaya there
me bomacha bisa Hussein me bomacha dia oh ja
obo wi anam no I fine
what you say
okay Hussein
Kofi da go
yeah moda
mo say Kaluma Fellan Chelsea coach ne say the keeper na one of the best in the world the banner so commanding the box
and then you be
and Robert Sanchez and we have ball shot no ogwa na don't say Chelsea coach only license there
na said no say general touch line na you say
I know who's only license only license me can send you out I send now but anyway players never answer no players never answer Kaluma Fellan
yo any my enti omo
da bia ka ba ko me onto Jaglish so for
yeah oya obeka ho
dachi so obesere sky yenya bi ma no because yenya na ye wa ha na obo Man City yenya ye wa ha e na wo je 100 ye to 100 million
kusu omo di buye
Owo Man City wo buru sa asomodwe
na wakọ former class
go. Akwa we ni Mahama wo de ye kakra me who difference.
Se Mahama wo de ye ka
ono ebi ni ntia.
Wo se
ono abro ma na num tutu. We ni nyen. Na se obedu age ni de o ye no ante so a.
Agwado wa say that's how kwa sorry we won se jiji.
Me ti no. Kobi. De tie pa ne say Jaglish.
We ni man say Man City
because Jaglish dey mrofo Mahama dey kapa
yentimi ma
anu for tutu ye da sole ye se no abura wa aburo no sa me ko nyane eni ngu ase ni
na akwa na ogina engineer no ye nde
unu dey ba me hu say akwa we aburo pa Man City celebrate trophy na omo tun san ko yo twene kete man say na begum sura dey akwa no high grade
wanyade
anu ede Kofi
ye
enye ye support so
omo mu twa no sa nyade
omo mu twa the picture no na wa bura wie abafo akopa na beka say oya bo we ni so foforo ne henko bibia wie okay Kofi ye live on Facebook Akwaaba radio brekum and Akwaaba 98.1 ho nyina o search ya anope obeba na 80 deda afidie no so anya asem ketwa over the weekend something happened that I want people to remember for years. Pep Guardiola is so good to the level, say. And people have to literally beg him, say, yes, Teta, NG League nibi. This is how good our Pep and things like this, you know. The reason I want people to remember for years, and say, a time will come. Who was just a normal coach, but we are living in a moment that you're witnessing one of the greatest managers of all time, arguably, if not the greatest, because coaching goes beyond even titles. Over the weekend, before the FA Cup, Man City coached Southampton.
Yeah.
Omobasi ni see ya omokonwa, and there was an Arsenal fan, supposed Arsenal fan, who says, Pep, let Arteta win the league. You've won enough. Please let Arteta win the league. Or you know say I hate you. Or hate you know, only for being so much successful. You ruined my life. Just when him say the Pep Guardiola you know. And you won't go. It happened in Turkey.
Yeah.
She said Galatasaray and Fenerbahce Jacobo match. Na Sani and Man City da. And to my friend Sani say, "I supporter no. Mr. So that's what Pep number say I. Friend no can just see no on my third league nibi. Kofi.
Yeah.
If Pep does not even win this league, Mark and I were just in coaching no. It is on another level. You see, I said this before Oba. And I want you guys to really understand the magnitude. In fact, since our bar into the Premier League scene, he's dominated everything. Dominance in caps, capital letters. Here, Pepper Ba. When he said 2018-2019 season, or the league with 100 points, 10 year power, 100 points, a record no one has ever done that. League Ayebo 38 matches. Last season already 32. So a kake already all the matches.
38 matches in
Obi Ama Liverpool the following season lose one match. Liverpool lose one match. One G League. Last season, Pep ended up 98 points, winning the league. Somebody can catch us about Premier League, one man than there has ever been to win the Premier League.
Yeah.
So sometimes I don't fault the coaches. The almighty Jurgen Klopp. Everybody appreciates him as one of the best coaches to burst into the scene. Edru Babina Champions League in the JNFO and the scene league. What I say? Because of a certain Pep Guardiola, now the whole Jurgen Klopp and then the success story or we need league back in those 7 or 8 years now. Liverpool or J back and can average coaching performance. But you said there's a certain man, Pep Guardiola. Now, Unim said last season or a record. Rene 21 matches in all competitions. In Premier League football, be no Premier League coach, and I be that. Okay. The same season, Pep Guardiola won 14 consecutive Premier League matches and a DBG League, It talks about how good Pep Guardiola and because we are talking of a coach, Obe coaching Premier League in the first 8 years. Watch Premier League in 6. First 8 years, watch Premier League 6. In his coaching career, no coach. And now, or starting coach, so our league in a Pep Guardiola woman, what imagine league 2? Coach be anywhere. Yeah. Oh no, but Premier League in Mukra watch it. Coach be 98 or you didn't ever met magic. No. Why are they one? That is the level. That is how good this guy is. Me Pep ayasu. Then can no create fast and to form. Tina mi bubu no. The same coach could record the fastest to reach 250 Premier League wins. The fastest coach. In fact, I think the team are watching most goals in a single season in the Premier League. Record next year. The fastest coach. Our winning 400 Premier League matches. Unim say or the 569 matches. And I winning 400. Okay. The same 400 Almighty Alex Ferguson. Where the 569? Alex Ferguson is 732.
Wow.
And San Utuma winning 400. Obiabo over close to 600 matches. The win percentage. Our domestic football in England, you're above 70%. Ha! Never no more 23 matches, no win percentage, 13 and 19. And 23 no. That is how good. Kofi. Pep Guardiola, don't forget the brand of football so all ball. And yes, we win trophies. Check it, the brand of football. He's revolutionized the entire coaching system in the Gen Z era. Obia wants to play the Pep Guardiola way. 92% of coaches are ball according to Guardiola influence. Yeah. Not to talk about coaches on one can say influence in one way or the other. And then crowd and the Gen Z coaches, back on any board game or Premier League, Arteta. Mewa, Maresca neba, company neba. Listen to Dawson. They may refer in a mom fan count. Chabi Alonso numina. And when you look at how good are Oye, Kofi in the Premier League, so Bianji Premier League trophy 4 times and
yes.
Ever in the history of the Premier League. Way by Waje 4 times to Waje Atuaso. That's how good that he is. In fact, when he said this season, it's a Pep G League now. Actually, said the last 9 years, Waji League in 7. So me catch them say, Pep no. Say one kwa, obey Premier League in the Bundesliga. Now should he win the league? Now course 7 of the last 9. How different the Bayern from the Bayern the year Dortmund? How different? There will be no difference. Let's be honest. And they FA Cup win now. wako final.
Yeah.
It's a record. Man City average 4 consecutive FA Cup finals. The last 4, 2021 FA Cup final, 22 FA Cup final, 23 FA Cup final, 24 FA Cup final. Every season ever was one fan to so na make kabidi. Man City da so. Yanko yanime. Kofi.
Yeah.
And when you look at all these things, you know say the man is too good. He's just too good. And then when you go to the level say people hate him. Means what I say?
Yeah.
Upon Southampton game, no say there's so not too much journalists here. And I'm office a match and Fasuni so. And a journalist they reply and say, Nipa ni ho just like the support. Because literally almost everybody don't want Pep to win the league because office are 30.
Yes.
And even so Beji league no crowd only the support. Not because Ombo good football, but because office are ja and for the neutrals and quite teta. Meaning what must say?
Yeah.
That is how good this coach has been since about Premier League. And when we are talking about a coach who is good, Pep Guardiola is the typical definition. A typical definition. And nay, Kofi, your pump coaches, I'm a coach, you are quite attractive. And I'm a boy. What is your pump Pep Guardiola? Me see a pump coach, and the crowd sometimes when you are sitting, then they say, coaching. Because, for instance, Chelsea before no career. Remember, things baby, Real Madrid career be can. You watch 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, near pamu. And literally, no, you end up going to say Amorim. I'm not for him so on coach either. Obi who Ten Hag at the bunny 3 months coach Awasa. Remember, Obi who Chelsea coaches here or Mafafa in recent times here. Graham Potter and Mountain say, we mo there.
Yes.
It is because a coaching job a difficult to play a mistake cry and find coach. And Mimi Obi and me feel a coach here a lot in football. So the coach be boss said you we are. Yeah, Monabaso. What I said? Most of them are spending Liverpool 450 million pounds in excess. Oh yeah, there. And it's not just about spending; it's about how good. Akwaaba 98.1. And Pep Guardiola records and Kwano no. Afi, they say we quite FA Cup final. Chelsea socialist.
Yeah.
And it's a very good win for Chelsea because on the back of 8 games, I know Marine one pet against Port Vale. That was in the FA Cup. And FA Cup, and Chelsea, there. Said the Man City, record. Said the last 4 Marco finals. Chelsea in the last 10 years, 6 finals of the FA Cup. So it talks about how good Omonso in the FA Cup. So last 8 games, they say what the corner a year 9. 2 wins, no money in the FA Cup. Back against Port Vale. And then against Leeds United. So a very good win for Chelsea as well. Said a Omonso ne Omenya 1 cup be so be happy for. Say either Ombeje and no Omonje, but at least they're in their finals. Third ball number, after the first League Cup final, Omako Conference League final, Club World Cup final, this is the FA Cup final. So 4 times and Omako final. So it talks about Chelsea so sell at least 16th May, they can hope for something. But then, Pep Guardiola, the same man, domestic treble, Ohopi for, right? He's in the finals. And Unim said domestic treble, no Kramansan fan count. He's the first manager to do that in the Premier League. So I did domestic treble. Didn't see that. And he's eyeing for the second time. Or saying, I for another domestic treble, the whole pair, you know. Why you be that? And send a proper treble. Our de Barcelona, J. Nko Akwaaba no man doso and wasan ba hababeje trouble with Man City. Okay, and then we'll be playing against Chelsea, and it's going to be very interesting because since at Chelsea share the FA Cup final, so what a record no record they say Man City got 13 games, Chelsea win bia Champions League no ho before because 50 say Champions League Chelsea share Man City 1-0. Kofi Man City for no Chelsea in show BMB seen there.
Oh, Champions League.
All competitions from 2021 to be seen there. So it talks about Pep Guardiola. Look at the record. Then the dominance over Chelsea, and they are meeting in the FA Cup. And you pass one of game. What about your new win set? And I say Pep Guardiola 24 times wako Wembley, so he knows the grounds. But then Callum McFarlane, what a fairy tale. I mean, he's all around the baby season. Fine, only paper, only pro license, coaching license, no. But at least just think about it. Say, the appointment they needed, necessary, important because sometimes players when they lose faith in coach here, it is not about the overbaby. They just need a figure, and you can see say, hey, Senkanebi and McFarlane and Eliam Rossinian, and was Eliam Rossinian and you must say McFarlane, he could have lost that game. That is how interesting sometimes coaching is.
Yes.
And go back to my Lusu. Now he players, you know. Omonia Jerry James play piano so on fans. Enzo Fernandez and the Robert Sanchez. And you can see say Omona now one of them they are feeling like, oh okay, now the job is ice. Until 16th May, the FA Cup final will come before see a call league in so Akwaaba. Now the Premier League itself. Go.
Yeah.
Arsenal bo Premier League. On say na Man City near their boy FA Cup. And they won by 1-0 against Newcastle. Obi oni mi bia nim say open games na nam so say betima ya Arsenal dia man for Newcastle and can hold that. Just say woni momo. In fact this defeat HS the last 5 games omo lose ni nyina. Eto omo tia 3-14 ho ko omo chi bi ma na. When you look at omo performance how to say Newcastle cannot be trusted. In fact omo ko game no omo attack. Jacob Murphy on shego, Harvey Barnes on shego, William Osula na ebo. Votamada free bench neighbor. So you look at now team nina, then you realize oh there be Joelinte Kurepra. You cannot trust the Anthony Gordon Epra. You cannot trust them. But then on the 9th minute thereabout, corner by. Before that corner now is the share, you know. There was the same routine corner. And I understand the reason why the Arsenal switch. So first no more corner no. Because Newcastle for no say Fabian Shah ne da men mu gina chiro mo so bai trewa e no mo nse wo be piapia o de ahode be bo nso de takashe into mo try sa routine no we mama we na we mo part because first one is a boy anhye and then the second one baby or switch ball na de coin Kofi and a ball na koto at it was the only goal I PM. In fact the goal was enough because at this moment no it is about the results first. Yes, in a larger scale, we might be thinking about the goals, but the points come first before the goals. The reason why I'm talking about that, I say, and the last time I'm me and you about the same matches, I know points here 70-70, no. Now goals, no difference near pet. And now goals for Man City actually 66, and no Arsenal 63. Man City did that first. Okay, so we are Man City the Belgian league, no. Yeah. But me catch out say goals for no. Ebia ebe important during that conversation na year na. But at the end of the season no. Ebe point plus goal because I don't think omu goals for no but point plus goals no. Ebe pam ya sako goals for BM. So right now win is important first but all win so have goals kakra because baby amu nyina mu kwe. Uni say Man City win the matches nyina. Arsenal win the matches nyina omu benya the same points. So CII so Man City winning the matches now, I think they will have 85. Arsenal winning the matches now, they will have 85. And it will come to goals. And right now, no, oh, we're near 1-0. No, Man City share Bournemouth, Burnley 1-0. We also share 1-0. But subsequently, there so I'm here because the points in now by part will come back to goals. Yeah, what I say, it is the only thing that maybe Arsenal on the other side would have said, oh. But it is important at this moment for a team in the last 5 games. No, I mean 1 day. So Benya first win be able to prepare himself. In as much as say, in fact, Arsenal goes na convincing. Now I come 4 games. I come Man City 5. I think say there is a record. Arsenal for no muwa on fans in any budget because the last games now both in the Champions League Atletico Madrid or in the Premier League matches now Akano. Arsenal winning all those games, you know, against those teams in the reverse fixture. Say Omudi Keshia, you know. Arsenal di cash from for instance in the Champions League, Arsenal about Atletico Madrid. First League say Arsenal shall Atletico. Now first leg Arsenal shall Fulham. First leg Arsenal shall West Ham. Arsenal shall Burnley. Arsenal shall Crystal Palace. So these are teams in so Arsenal and Nebebo. So it gives the fans hope say yeah, share all these things, but then back to back, and so makes it difficult because on the surface of Arsenal 4 now, only in the Premier League, no dynamics near different. Fulham, the any London derby, right? And this is Fulham. Arsenal here. Someone has a Miss Rowe, Chukwueze, and a former Arsenal player, it will be right. Okay, so Fulham, the any a tricky game. omo West Ham was stopping Arsenal the last 2 times Arsenal in league ni nyina no Arsenal tehwe West Ham now West Ham nso nim say baby omo keka kono kofi ahwa ombeko relegation they have to be very careful so that game is also crucial I think the final 2 games Burnley ne Crystal Palace ne there say turning point be ama Fulham and West Ham hona Arsenal might end up winning all the 4 now Man City so 5 games difficult ones of course because of say they positional wise but if you look at Man City recent results no or the to so abehu wa share Chelsea wa share Arsenal nyewe so the matches to so abehu wa share all those teams Arsenal 2 times so and wa share Chelsea and wa share all the teams that we can mention in recent times now when you look at that you will say Liverpool so when matches here worry ni nyina na now they compare the matches na kano if they keep the same pace almost be winning all the matches so it is about the still you betimi holding on because obia betimi prove this is the coach winning the final 21 matches AG League that final 14 AG League that so there na won team so league in there it is still interesting said it Serie A I think Inter 10 points La Liga crowd the Barcelona 11 points right Bundesliga by Nigeria French League PSG for no ehuri ko ya but Premier League in there going to the wire the final day and it makes it more interesting Kofi Barcelona share honestly my Barcelona body
okay
na me near right that eta entimba no ma boy simachi and after say Real Madrid a disappointing Friday no against Betis 1-1 now Barcelona winning I'm a point gap now by 11 with just 5 games or so to go now sad games no aka me sure say obi anim say Barcelona the league no oma jewi now 11 points is even too huge Barcelona plays Osasuna next after that there's an air class and you so share Real Madrid problem no say season e wo say anye but say we free me in the Copa del Rey team in Real Madrid na say Abasati dey Abasati for Abasati na was free me in the Champions League na league no at least nka do ani be hwe on ye twum 11 points it talks about how bad that season is and to make matters worse and a lot of teams are affected by injuries say see Real Madrid ko wie season it is not likely according to Chiringito Kylian Mbappe season abawie you on one cast yen change he felt something and the World Cup is near 40 days around we are ye kowo and this Kylian Mbappe might end up not playing even in the Classic when remaining fixtures no already other Gula you see the season abawie is injured Eder Militao is injured the season abawie you add all these problems to the Madrid problem then we will be hoping for Premier League a year so that what to watch now me hear a list of players who are injured particularly Enra the latest Xavi Simons Xavi Simons akonya anti cruciate league and you see as a Tottenham survivor no fan work up too much so already we are in the matches
no money black match
good fan work up too much we yes because say no ade ba kwa the injuries na ba pa na say congesting fissures na de bia na road mu kaseti no ye be wie season no a e ho na wonya effect no of matches na wa boni nyina o enti stretch kakra bi injury ne be long enei ye ko wake up enti anytime I be miss no Kofi wake up near out de bia meka one of the players are more absent e wo wake up na say Mikaya na ye me yapa ye Hugo Ekitike Ekitike has played so very well I know be feel say oh Mkokoka France national team no but then Kofi Abrante ended up missing out on the World Cup now latest Ababaye Xavi Simons the man here me yakese ne say World Cup ne born 4 years say 4 years we wan Kobia this is the next 4 years of which will form no enye guaranteed now enei ye more league ni nwie ye players are already or teams are qualified but they are missing out of the World Cup ebinum so yes some few moments away because of injury o manya as ya hwani here omun Kobi Kofi obeboa me pa first one Xavi Simons wanya den knee injury okay second one William Estevao hamstring one when your hamstring Next one Hugo Eketike
ACL
ono so nya ACL ni bi next up Lamine Yamal when your hamstring injury this is under caution say that already no El Clasico no out but say that so World Cup no be do no a fit in time and the way on be treating the better next up one also the team on funny Kofi go na abrote Kofi next up Eda Militao or also probably obetima say hamstring next up Serge Gnabry ni I don't know abductor okay into one probably he's missing now Kuti Fernandez Kuti Romero Christian Romero on also nya there
MCL
ACL ni bi
need the ACL and
MCL meniscus okay into one probably might end up missing Rodrigo ACL man original on Spain even Mikel Merino right on also there full track fracture now there is Kudus Mohammed and why be last person Rhys James on the other hamstring so you look at even players where mu nyina no omotil Brazil Kudus Ghana Mikel Merino Spain Lamine Yamal doubtful Spain Hugo Ekitike France I mean Netherlands in the say Xavi Simons Brazil Argentina I mean all these players are missing Kofi matches in your money and if you don't take care Samuel was a superstar na ko si for more
asmaba yada se eno aye Hussein Adams na otene nka Samuel no nsam wo de si ocean eba na otimi edini de aman wo wia na yate asifie na fisam no yetimi ede atoasa ha Akwaaba radio 98.1 we no Akwaaba sports arena ana no pe yede ema shanon so non duba na ya peje mu de free to mede nse wie pa DJ Jovia baba toaso wode Akwaaba yiko no ebe toaso dumienu na you asum ka sebo no atoaso ede ama no de esa wote no na otimi atipi ye live on Facebook no Akwaaba radio brekum was the best sports was super super sports good morning Akwaaba sports we Rabbi hin and messenger what they about was the best sports the best foreign news okay in the country was God rich bless you bona we from King Jomo Kenyatta and messenger King sabi bia bokwadiem ana we so say good morning Akwaaba sports was more fire ima the messenger or the abano no ima sport ima sabi bia bokwadiem ma yencha na na p what's it good morning Akwaaba sports was the family watching you live from London greeting to all Arsenal fans okay yeah that's it Wakudoji was a good morning everyone kwaku yeah that's it and I will say watching the show live from Brekum Kutu number 1 keep up the good work greeting to my mom Amabadu the Yamsala J Okada Alenge and Avetawo Makleli and I feel so Kutu number community members from Great Mugabe the messenger also Eddie Abano Pia and so yeah the man no na yankwe abra isi ocean trans na nchire mu no wamfane de ema wo wia de aka na yebeto asa ha Akwaaba read the messages no pina wa and so yebeyi e de efrase e de amamu na mo so de elko na ngofo se omagya the second division bo mo bim we I bichim youngsters na me so say results e ba no emo ndi sana ise tie anti omonde nti be di tinti ore ocean ma se bibia bokode
oh govi diana nsamanfo adaroma ibia ye boko na wonso hote sen nyame adom so mu ye de nyame ase yeshia yeshia na govi mo se eyedum so na eyedum siesie oje eno amudum
no se by sa asaba se ne ye had enye dum so omo mo compreni se is omo chechire mo se transformer no mo replace omo na face na anu akosombo jane to ma si anu na wo shin bi se anu gamba se Greco is omo se panyino no ntranche na
Greco mo see you no yes massive shake up biso akoso okumase
yo until o yenti
all right Kofi yentie tiefo ena no pay you see another heartbreaking news esi here maybe yenti you and heartbreaking news
yenti breaking news
Kofi esi wo Molineux Stadium.
Oh, okay.
Emra Tottenham Hotspurs. Echo win here. In fact, their first win under coach Efeno Roberto Di Serbi.
Okay.
Now, Kofi, ofi hunsu when no one ye did one nam.
O patches.
Yankum Jafo nsu niga.
Sir.
I'm sure Kofi. Ebedu baby no ho. Empenifo no mo administrators of football mo no mo na be kwa ko gina go pra man so abobol.
Na footballers no mo ye
Na footballers na kope baby atena.
Samum.
Well, nsise ya o mo di gu akwan mu no. Ani bi entra so. Ai nei aba football mu a Kofi sika no. Overrule every single ade ayeye no football mu no Kofi. And the negative consequences bebre. Football is about players. The main actors of the game are players. Without the players, you mean FIFA president. Without the players, you mean club president. Without the players, Kofi, why not be kwa no? Yet yes, you can go players, and yes, can go FIFA president. And yes, can go coach. But what in common as yes, can go players. No more in a situation whereby the main actors of the game. Omo ye the reason why I hear ball ye good ye mun sem no Kofi omo welfare ehia mo de a then agrona na Kofi mu gunu no
Yes, me to ase.
And then Kofi because of sekanti hwe overloading of a match schedules
This is omo boy.
facial congestion Kofi and that's how ye starter we key player the my team ye fansa Barcelona Pedri Vitinha Ebia Chelsea Casido mu anane ade a. Manu Casemiro mu players a untimi for montana bench na. Kofi one way average season end no. Na more matches kura no about over 70 matches.
Oh yes.
Say Kofi week be one way about 3 games o. Average per week be as o compete. Ti say Bayern Munich ni page more every competition mu a. So one you careful a. Week nko na we and what 3 matches.
Yeah.
Omo ye nipa ombebre ene Kofi de akofosa nkomo ni nyina ba ene se abrante efe no Javi Quentin Shea Simons aye Trinity friend Javi Simons Kofi eno a yese he has torn his anterior cruciate ligament ACL and ene what is mean here say Javi Simons out on 2027. So we are talking about Javi Simons support transfer for close to 8 months.
1 FM.
So the rehabilitation here at the end in account recovery in account go close to 10 months. About 2027. Now Kofi right? And so players are omoya risk of missing the FIFA World Cup. Osembe film. And it doesn't look good for football. Javi Simons they are missing World Cup no own World Cup ni bi. And already Kofi Yanya Kudus Mohammed. Kudus Mohammed is risking missing the World Cup. Yeah. Salisu the same thing is also risking missing the World Cup. Latest NCA Mo Salah until the rest for Fatu Somami. Latest Mo Salah. And the players are more risky or more miss World Cup no omutimi starting 11 ebo ball e mani ye hwe obi ti say William Estevao what's the Brazil Football Federation or mobu afu William Estevao ono so Kofi the possibility so the World Cup will be wo form Jack Grealish yes ono so konya foot fracture on the England form frɛ no Eder Militao Brazil yes wonya hamstring tear Saji Nabri as when you turn abductor into an also on Kobe. Abrante of Christian Romero, you see when you knee tear. Let me yama hamstring tear. Reece James hamstring tear. Mikel Marino foot fracture. Rodrigo so they out on so on World Cup ni bi. Then over the new bit said Josko Gavadio. Josko Gavadio so Croatia and also or Reskese World Cup na here also here the Mobi. Adagule and so Reskese World Cup no Mobi. Hugo Ekitike and Reskese World Cup no on the Mobi. Matthias Delete the same thing. Mark-André ter Stegen the same thing. So go be say World Cup that's how players we Nkobia. Kofi Umpo may take the shine away from the World Cup. And there I can say, Uni say, yeah, Bible and classic, why you yell at me, your man, killing Mbappe, so Bobby. It is not good for football. You got a point. So, Kofi, penny for no money fixtures and who be. Matches in the door so too much. Matches in the door so and no, and Kofi. Exposed players need to a lot of injuries, you know. Matches in the Kofi, a door so they do. Now, my member games, and also. Our Estadio Coloso Afonso Perez. Hetafe tifie my bass akwase 2-0. Now, that result no as chire ina na say Barcelona won den gap no. Oh my won den gap no say 11 points and a down in between Omone Real Madrid. 85-74. So what is mean here say I got 5 more matches to go. So out of the 5 matches now can so Barcelona to me we need 2 we are champions of the Spanish La Liga. Emra beka 3 matches more to finish the season. Now Kofi say 2 matches now akas Barcelona win here. Omaji La Liga na win next game against Osasuna. Yeah. And next game at Osasuna no messing about in the Clasico tia Real Madrid. That is 10th May. And it's a Barcelona to me win 2 games we do money ma. We second win La Liga na twaso back to back easy. Now me observe nyama bebre. In fact, Barca for gather momentum at the right time. Well, after losing the Champions League game against Atletico Madrid no. Kofi Oma bounce back to winning ways after that defeat no last 4 games Barca winning. Yes, Eddie Atwaso. And since Barcelona lose in the El Clasico that 2-1 against Real Madrid, that is 26 October 2025 for Kofi. Omat me amass 63 points out of their last 69 points.
Wow.
I'm competing for. So which means omunya team oba kasa omuye inconsistent no so omu lusu kura na they will bounce back to winning ways. And no ya there back wa abaye the difference between Barca and Madrid form this season no. Madrid need to me enya poor run of results no to aso bebre but Barca dey ente sa Barca lose at the next game oba win. Oba draw the next game oba win. Enti omu very consistent as compared to Real Madrid. Now Kofi Enei so game na course now. Barcelona in total dominance in terms of possession shot near there. Barca in fact omunya 75% of possession. Barca about 13 shots against 4. And omu creative 4 big chances. So they could have even scored more than the 2 goals, you know. Yeah. Where Marc Asado on also the clear goal scoring opportunity be on your over 5 by being there. So Barca winning game and consuming national. You get the point. Now, omu be share a team wa no mubo low block. Papi Bordalas. Omu low block because they take for about 5 defenders, no more about 4 midfielders, no more the player backward to anymore lone striker. And it's all where majority of game no but you got to defend there. Yeah. They were trying to catch Barcelona on the break. So Barcelona they were so much careful say no be defensive transitions so well. Say be omo kwa animu no be ehun be nya so be defend ya. No mo to me defend spaces na come up. And we saw an improvement in the Barcelona side of the winning of last game 1-0 no. What to compare this game we saw an improvement. Now Kofi, you see 2 things me notice here power game no more am person me din komo e wo ho. 1 the game reading ability of Hansi Flick. And 2 the tactical solutions papa na deba. Now so Hansi Flick and Kofi wa kire say onim game ready. Now the man in game reading and substitutions. Because as a coach, so the players start to grow bi. That's what we say. Omo de omo chance here no. Omo hu agro no so here. It is your duty as a coach to bring on players or make my be change game the amount. And Kofi him say Barcelona substitutions in this season am almost 17 goals.
Wow.
17 goals. Substitutions, no.
Wow.
Players on starting game on be free bench be bano. On Barcelona 17 goals.
Wow.
Only Bayern Munich in the top 5 Europeans. Only Bayern Munich in Kwano and then the substitutions ama more goals at the same Barcelona and okay 18.
Wow.
Barcelona substitutions ama 17 goals and Marcus Rashford free bench and a best second goal no. But that shit counter attacking display no.
Yeah.
And a Rashford being a second goal the man Barcelona. So which means answer for reading game yeah making sure say the substitutions na mo ba on be very very effective, very important for the team. Then to the tactical solutions. You see, the name is slow for Barcelona going to this particular game. And then in one, baby, are not get a feda. Our person mobile European football next season. And two, Barcelona equal game without key players, baby. Players are very influential. The likes of Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and Muntimisia can tell them slow for Barcelona. But you see, Hans Flick at try and say, Kofi, player be regardless of your influence, your importance in the setup or absence, Kofi, Shedanya, who abroso the Amano. And the Papa buyer from last season, the BCN. The tactical solutions are Papa Ninya de Barcelona on the foot of play, no Kofi, I don't share, truth be told. Me starting, sir, many the football chi. I tell you, say Kofi, you be coaches upon coaches. You be legends upon legends. I'm be in terms of coaching. But for the past 10 to 15 years, Oka Obia Kofi, or your proper coaching. Yen two way free her, yen fa way mesha, yen fa way nkoba ha. Ah, mutimi boboni ye, e matini resource. We have a flick work of your head, and so being you be all. Well, Obedoni Barcelona no. About a point of Barcelona for no, Omuja very straight financial position. Say, Sika was spending in 2 seasons, Crampono, 90 million, 88 million euros. By which an rivals now spending way more than that. And they also say, Kakrano no one. And no be no so chiachi and yama kakra can be bon titi be free no dinya results for Barcelona. And to Abaye, so Abaye last season, Abaye na the first choice midfielders in a play starters Frankie de Jong, Pedro, Gavi. He needed to call upon Mark Bernal and Mark Casado and all the 13 season no last season. Bobo yani adiane Drew baby. No, he right back. I no converted Juice Kunde then call right back. Even though never be more than Abu Boha pain. Now at Sevilla and so near the Nabosa position ni be pain. But coach I nay one more Juice Kunde born a one improve part coach Nancy Flick. Again, concentrate defense. Because central defense after the departure of Inigo Martinez. No, bien is a whole problem for Barcelona. But I tell you, sir, converting a branch friend Gerard Martin from a left back to a left sided center back, go for pay off. I know. On Siaka in the Spanish La Liga, a branch friend of Gerard Martin Siaka in the Spanish La Liga and started game Barcelona lose that. In Medfield, Edward be the branch friend Eric Garcia and a cover Medfield. Or the number 6, or the number 2, or the number central defense. On the sun converted a branch of Rafinha from the right side of the wings to left side of the wings. Eduba be quoting the branch and be 10. Any idea? So, coach, you know, in the absence of Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, no co game we mono. Confident is not the man, but move a branch of Femi Lopez at the call the left side wide areas. Branch in first go to Barcelona. And coach we go how find tactical solutions no. Yeah, they all say they born a basso.
Yes, Omaji League now.
Yeah, league in the Omaji, league in the over for Madrid, Barcelona for Nafa. Yes, Kofi and Kosi. But Barca for league, you know. Yes, Barca for league, you know. Now Kofi at this point, Marcus Rashford are justified
why Barcelona for be fan on loan. Yes. And then me sure say Barcelona penning for no convinced about Marcus Rashford performance. But as I said, the Akwaaba kai family kono. So bet me trigger the 30 million fee na Manchester United demanding no. Some person me dey on a permanent. And Akwaaba problem. Oh, there be me sure say coach we be here no. Me sure. Me sure. E bi a bibi sunu ku bi na besi. Me sure. Yes. Me sure be dey. Kofi wa players wo hu say mu si akan ya. Enya o performance nkwa na be ma odi.
Dabi.
Edu ba bia on yama kakra bi wo ha be ya kan ho Kofi be hype. And that is what is missing for Abrante and Femi Lopez. Right? He is an unsung hero. Say come Barcelona team no ho asema ye do players no ho koma. Ye bo Pedri ya bo Yaman ni abo Kubasi mu ni ade ya bo ayi Lewandowski mu di Pedri mu wan fi ho. But one player Kofi is so important. Or stepping up when the team needs him the most. Abrante and Femi Lopez. In the absence of players, I name say Kofi Nko mo be adwuma de ma Barcelona the last of Yaman no da finyamo. Kofi Abrante and Femi Lopez step up. Eli di mission no adwuma no come up for Barca. Enti ene Kofi we onye automatic starter. Everybody be to start games ni bi there. But onye untouchable. To say be our Rafinha your fit, or ye then Pedro your fit, Kubasi mo, any other more your fit, or ye don't find some common. Onye sanko phone bi. But I tell you say Kofi, the numbers any adwuma Abrante and Femi Lopez no was so it is hard and say be man more credit. Or deserve more recognition ni praise. Kofi in as much as say on your automatic starter for Barcelona no. Only say made 30 goals contributions as an attacking midfielder. Yeah. 17 assists, 13 goals. Wow. So it also Abrante very, very important. Say Barcelona winning league now, he's one player also you crediting him more. He's one player also a Baso. Okay. Now to the Premier League. Arsenal at Emirates, defeated Newcastle. In fact, one goal any play game no more. Now a match Arsenal for what chromo. Because by statistics near there clearly, it was a game omo nya na ho so. But the most important thing in football and Arsenal you know, by getting all the 3 points because at this point, where the circumstances are not Arsenal home, and the poor run of results are Kofi omo nya. Na omuni any motivation from anybody. That's what motivate you amongst on in this particular game. Because Kofi unin say omoko game we mu no. Na Arsenal last 6 matches no winning one. In fact, their last 2 games in the Premier League na back-to-back defeat against City and Bournemouth. And now pressure about players no so again, not pressure saying about the coach in question in the shape of Mikel Arteta. And you know, so I'm finding every means, every game way, just to calm the pressure. I want Arsenal dressing room. So in the game, Newcastle for transfer may prove stubborn because I'm also Kofi, I'm form no yet. Yeah. Until Besha possession Newcastle near business Arsenal 55-45. In terms of shot, Newcastle were more shot else in Arsenal. Yes. 13-11. And a big chances created. Newcastle created 2 big chances. Arsenal created big chance. So which means yes, Arsenal for Kofi by the way no and then here. Now almost a game na say no munya early lead. So Arsenal ain't me winning game in the first half match we nko munya ne ye draw. Yes. When Newcastle when they will grow in the game, omo confidence level be soro. Minute by minute bia in the 90 minutes. Now Arsenal go near set piece once again. It came as a result of set piece. And Kofi this season almost share 17 goals from set piece situations. 17. Yeah, 17. Now it will shock you to know, sir. That got 17 goals now almost share from set piece situations. No, emu 30 put 1-0 up. Emu 13 from the 17 set piece goals no. So almost emu 13 emu 1-0 up lead. Oh, okay. Yes. And the address Kofi ampa. Obaka di obeka bia. Arsenal set piece no na the main reason why they are competing for Premier League title. And they are trump card this season. Yes. So he set piece from their goals Kebia Kofi e can come off from. Nti ho and your man what them pa or mo fapim pa any idea fine.
Okay.
Now Kofi. So say City were a standing match against Everton. Nti ano na ye idea mass na for better top of the Premier League table.
Yeah.
73-70. Now and the competition, the tight race between Arsenal and Man City now drags me to Nkoma Arsenal fan me catch Pep Guardiola.
So
Kofi na ya ma reho. Arsenal fan no Kofi na ya ma reho. Ah no catch Pep Guardiola say, "Oh you greedy dodo." Oh catch Guardiola say Guardiola you greedy. What the league ni bi sa Jaiman Teta so league ni bi. Sa Nkoma no na Arsenal fan catch Pep Guardiola. Enti say Guardiola bo other competitions na Mikel Arteta wetumi away ne a. Umpo the next game na Guardiola be kwa away against Everton is a match ade. It will give them upper hand be for now. You get the point? And because so already the remaining fixtures na City the enemy are doing the same Arsenal. Yes. And they ampa advantage Man City there. And Kofi Bibia to me see the title race. And so Arsenal the also yen so be renew games aka nyina na ja to baby boko so Man City there no ba ko bi kosi bo so a no so take advantage. Na so ye dey okọ. Nti Arsenal win the here. Newcastle Kofi on uniform this season in the league o lose 16 matches. On uniform. In fact, their last 8 matches before this game no ma win one pair. And they say on uniform. In fact, their last 5 games come one win a match. Nti Arsenal win results on here looking at the situation on the table. Now Kofi Bayern Munich have a remarkable comeback finally. From 3 goals down. 3 solid goals down in the first half. And Bayern Munich for better take carrying in the second half. Michael Olise, Abrante Feno, Nicola Jackson, Harry Ken Mo, and Jamal Musiala, and a stage that remarkable comeback. Because say after 31 games in the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich has 113 goals. And a time for him to say, Upo, they are by far the most lethal team in terms of attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Bayern Munich team now, it is massive say omunye bitable. Now the intermediate among common already on the league na wie entinka ho nya posa make on massive. But the intermediate among common say me person me ma tie for gist to be ahead of the Champions League game against PSG.
Okay.
It is not as omunye bitable. Omunye bitable. Because they concede chances. So I game now, games now what study from the beginning of the season basically now. Concede chances. In the Champions League against Madrid, who they are Madrid for year, Madrid show move near the fine. But idea about what won't mean taking away from them near say. Obeso movie, but on Beso do pa. Sana mutie. In as much as concede chances now. Covid do Obeso Beso do. Obeso no 2, Obeso 4 and 3. Obeso no 4, Obeso 5 and 6. Sana omo games. Because omo typical attacking football. And idea about where we consider chances no. How a company is setting up the defense no. Because the defenders no, with the exception of Abrante Hiroki Aito on the started. And Abrante Kim Jae Nkwando yo obi akofi the center back no. In recovery air camera or some speed.
Yeah.
The last of Dayo Pamecano and Jonathan Tano. Kofi omo physical, in fact, they will dominate you physically. No, we are good on the ball, so.
Okay.
But omuni speed, omuni pace is suspect. Any idea? And the ampa, omo be come back be share for 3 day. And this resource, no, of the exchange answer we be show more. On be day. Omo be pa, be show do.
Me that say, I know I had a tactical man ocean, and I was telling God say I'm gonna need 7. What in it AC yeba na Akwaaba TV 7 can tell say a TV station I say about what 7 channel says say a ye bi and say 1 year we a no open say you be trying live say be omo mochi ana fi so omo ntima meja we ye no metima nya bia hwe no yen ana ise betima twa ne kama etimi da ma say ye wedding bi na we ye betima betwa wedding ne kama etimi da ma bedin to ne nyina eye ho adwuma ye betima betwa na fi so programs bi so na ekoso a ne nyina no obehu a ye betima twa ne live kama etimi da ma wase part bi ana auto na special event bi we bia no say me stream ne live kama emfama IC wankasa oti wona sa wo hwa woni betimi age a ano eya Akwaaba TV na wase me nkanche ze eya frefre no afresi sie kuma bi na ise je frefre hom I was 0249562833 and I sample 0206363064 0246363064 o frank omo bia ka chebia eno betimi edini abo akama sere bia won so dwuma no ebetimi aye ede ama we ane de free by edon sam no yedi ema ena anopi ewa Akwaaba radio 98.1 channel so yemfa fi sam no ento so enche yebenya nkoma ba komienu bi edi ewa homa no so ne de esa woti no na otimi ate yeba start ede free national teams na akache channel so Black Galaxy na atwawi ye omo ebo ayonkofa kense mienu dedi kan no omo ne Kpando Heart of Lions na de pem se wie no na Black Galaxy atimi ase kan miensa ma Kpando Heart of Lions aka no omo ntimi anti second game no omo ne Aduana FC na de pem se wie no obi antimi anse bi 0-0 na akopie mo ha nano na match na koso na Black Stars head coach Efrane Carlos Corres na park na so ana afi so assistance na afi so technical team members ni na omo awa Accra Sports Stadium na game no omo timi hwe bi challenge medical character se Ghana versus Mexico no place do na I say omo free Black Galaxies no omo ana I say hwe ni se sa kwanya wi ebetima beto dem na ni Mexico match no omo timi da kwashisha so na omo ye sa de ni wi no enu a Mpenefo afre under 23 players ni bi say omo so fa omo ni extra camp na ye hwe omo na bi omo ne so omo de botimi so ni ne se World Cup I say there ni ma ye make sure sa cat for the 45 days I say ye kono sa squad ne so ibetimi anya bi na omo so timi akọ na omo akọ na omo besa kan etimi edama online we any dey free by e don sem no ye de emma na channel so say me no ka say Ghana under 2027 AFCON no yen ene say ya jersey na so say ye be hostu na cap for that is not doing their mind na ye hwese mpo ye betimi asese status ahodo Ghana ase next tournament na yetimi abo host to amana fato so na ye ka so so you win na is we did there baby akọ ahia ba ji twede na pe enti ese ye ene say ye host tournament no amana ma setimi akosi kama etimi na man so the last time I see host here no na ye 1999 and he say yetimi host here na ye say eje ye enti ehwe nim say this time no ye say host bi no ye betimi aboy homodin na yetimi age ne erese na so we any dey free oba ye don sam ye dey man we Africa Youth Championship no under 20 AFCON no na menoka say ye hwe nim say ye betimi host na eno say edan channel so national under 17 boboku no omo akopie mu e Cote d'Ivoire omo so ekobo friend match mienu say de bia ahobana mo ye betimi awie pay na FIFA CAF under 17 Youth Championship abakoso ewo Morocco ase no Ghana betimi akobo na ometima akobo ne enti menoka say team no akopie mu ewo Africa so ene ye wa young vacancy ye bossa match ni 30th no so na ye sane Africa so for no so na se Cote d'Ivoire for no so ya bomodin etimi da hyehyɛ so we ene nyina international friend matches a o ma hyehyɛ e da to e da ma team no eno so de free ba ye don sam no ye de imam ene anope e wa Akwaaba radio 98.1 na ye to aso ne nkopie mu Aduana FC na yenyina nim se nyame ya atoma ukoda ebe ana Dominic Frimpong na ye ne eba so osina kan edi ema Aduana FC na Brekum Chelsea ekoje ne loan na no ana Aduana for the statement about nti omo nsem omo kanyina ne se abusua no abobo na nadomahena mane se omo di hye ne eye no nyame ya adoma eye ukoda ebe ana kensi na se ye no abetimi abaso na no ana ye se na nadomahena akan arache Aduana mpenefo se abrante contract obesan edema Aduana FC no omo making sure say contract fee no na face month akenya no say zika no mka nyina mum na omo mfa ema busua no sampa ono so bepie mo Aduana FC ahi so omo sign obolon edema Brekum Chelsea no the contract na akenya no ho sika bi ewon bia no omo e ka nyina bom na omo atua e de ma abusua no omo so e che so mama abusua fo na assurance say ye bia is omo so omo yesere bia brand ni ye betimi adim bia no omo etimi a promise omo say omo make sure say akwan so omo betimi e de so we ene nsema Aduana FC we ni statement a omo de aba bonta na pi ye de bi ema e wa Akwaaba radio 98.1 na Sunya Coronation Park so the atene say nyame ya adoma 2nd May mpenefo cruise ni down na 30th May na omo timi bia omo HS omo yensi kakra ho zere bia park no a bit was it oh omo so omo yensi
omo wi akọ hwensi ko
ni asem na okay
je go ta Sa Sunyan Coronation Park. Eze ko mbubu ndara. He na ko hudi esi wo pa efe Coronation Park. Mini ne ntia bi ha no. Kwa na ye mamu, anamo na mu musika ye. Golden City Park. Techima de no kre nche ba sa. So kwa na ye. Minim na bakwa community na ye na say.
Community ne ya na.
Apata no mabobo amayo park no mabobo apata.
Brekum de assembly ne.
Oni o hwe Sunyan say because nwura na da ba bi e bobo no event the park on. E no mabo apata esi so. Enya apata no mabo. Let's be honest, Golden City Park e dey nesi o. We dressing room no mo aye na we say e build ya share blogger. Apata no mabo.
Yes, that kind apata.
Nti apata park na e ball o. Sunyan we say Golden City Park dey near better than 4 since Sunyan dey no. Okay. Pitch ba na e boss ball no. Enchen yo. Dey obetena mu o.
Nti almost omo yensinsi nti nyame
Sunyan no mo dey chalk na twere scoreboard. Ahai. No mo say.
Come there no.
Sunyan no mo dey chalk na twere.
Yeah, dey back na electronic.
Mo anya bi da. Na electronic wa. Say the Africa time.
Africa.
Nyamo pe.
Anu ga we
by force.
Obi ewie mo battery no atutu.
Okay. Mini pa kra dey. Na mo suspect akwa.
Ona ba je oji David. Na ma papa that no nye no. Na ni height no.
No.
I know somebody free Canada na ba you.
Hey, scoreboard. They did not go here about
mo to two more yimunyi am say so mo dia.
Security law.
Yes, security. Ye ya dia security. Dia say na okay. Enti ye twas ni ye go ni. Why which one we are? Na yan ko ni me. Na ye mra na ye twaso. Na for video na before semester start no na ye we a second division gamer course of another region. Na no moleness na omo ene tamale super wonders na dia pem so. Referee na mo ye undi we radio. Referee no mo de gu no susa no.
Ndi inside on there na course.
Yeah, test the referee say gu no ma we dem
ma video na start.
Man start na no hu dey say
hey lines
lines end up from no.
Hey ye di ka bona hwe oba ko e no mo say de gu na chi for be 9 na bi so kwaka ho ba o speed on say referees nti na ya chiro mo speed no in case of emergency.
Second division o mo say referee na robo assistant referee no
o mo say
assistant referee na robo nti say
assistant referee lines
line no
nti zata nyina center de o mayi o mani ama
o mayi o mani ama
assistant na no mo bu
no so mo de gu no so sa nti
ara mo lusu ya na
o mbo draw 1-1
home team
na home team no
ona ne bo afu
yeah nti dia kosi no
no mo shaba middle league
omo bo middle league
omo middle league nti omo sha division 1
division omo
kola aha se omo si de ne bo ho
what's
ana ne flag na da no kwa no aso onyam o
na onyam no bi tamba mo
okay because flag ne de wa yirim
na ngongo
justice for referees
yeah ade ba ko ne se ne police boni o
go fta go
yeah
Sana middle league division 2 no mbono.
Za. Breku City are qualify.
Wow.
I qualify. I say omo division 1 bi.
Omo nya qualify. Omo samba.
Yeah, omo.
Oh, congratulations.
But this time team no be busy or boga.
Boga on. Say so no mbo nti ha.
Nti wana is omo busy na. O ye support omo dia mark club no.
Ano den.
Na no den papa.
Wow. My idea. Because we City. Okay.
That's so an Ashanti good 04 and say nche be nkomo. Almost qualify. It's a premier no on Baba Bobby. Na coach your friend Karim Zito. One and is a season among what says a team no
Karim Zito.
Yeah.
On a couple middle league.
On that be on division 1.
Division 1.
To a boy I say what qualify premier.
Division 1 there Zito bros to a couple coaches that can coach me we kakra.
Was no started that na answer about. Uti no come and I say what the cast start or no man start here.
Adance man koso.
Sa.
Na me kaza ya Ashanti good ankasa.
Ashanti good 04. Now I'm actually difference. Until they fry. But oh share calendar the same you know number.
We heard the difference. Ashanti good 04. Any Ashanti good na 1. Adance man koso.
Na say also Adance man.
Meba. We heard the logo na. Na the previous Ashanti good use na. There was nothing like Asantima Adance man koso.
Okay.
And when he Ashanti Gold 04.
Net we at in 2004.
That is it.
Nti net nya Ashanti Gold.
Nya Ashanti Gold. And now here sono na dem na. Correct the old Ashanti Gold.
Nti omo logo ne nse.
Logo
in the first place.
Yes, sono be ball but different.
Yeah, omo di ne nyepe logo ne
nyepe.
Okay, but then Ashanti Gold back no way.
Ashanti Gold back
no that good na ebo you
there be almost second division
Enra Ashanti Gold back no dey tweet be by
no what say
omo say omo qualify for premier
omo qualify for premier any Ashanti Gold back
yes
nti nyo omo na ye team we
we yes Scandi bu na ye
nti we so why
say Scandi
na omo we mo owners na different
we it owners na
different okay and Ashanti Gold back obo division say
obo second division na nko obo bat one more
nti omo na ye mo suspension aye dimoti omo call division 2 no omo ni interlight CS1 7-1 Dimoto Omambo. Na say acho. How many years now? Bet 3.
Yeah, ama e for na boy qualify is division 1.
Interlies.
Yeah.
And Ash good ammo. Nti e ho no so kra no hwemu a. Na say say no mka am call match to division bet 3.
Yeah, come say to am so
nti omo jai kra na say den omo ye den.
Omo say omo de omo esre F ni say boni bia isi omo ye bia F ni fanche omo nanka. Omo sa nye omo.
Wa bra Interlies for na qualify e be do that.
Omo say omo kan no.
Ashanti good.
Nti o de okay we say na yi okay ma me hwe tete
nti say no say Ash Gold back no go face omo ton ye ene man be di Kwaku Frimpong
yeah na Kwaku Frimpong
nti say demoted Ashanti Gold near Kwaku Frimpong dia
yes
but omo
there be omo
nti da ba bi
and
we omo ba premier Ghana Premier League no be bo
yeah
wow
omo ba Ghana Premier
nti omo be omo stadium no
initially be quite United
yeah
okay
no mo bo na be kwa Heroes also
no mo bo division 1 ni bi dada
na nye team we na Kaparo ko na na
say Kaparo ko be kwa side be kai betwa you and mebo nti we mo say on be use Linkley
Linkley na mo use
na so on be Ash Gold supporters in the back
and
nti me ti ase ya na say on say nsu atrema ya jai league ne bo but there's another nsu atre team was time and nsu atrema o Premier League ni nyina no there was that nsu atre team omo so no mo ya de pa say omo so board level bi o
yes omo so board middle league
e division say
division 2
now
division 1 and division 2
they go about division 1
we are from Ashanti Gold Sporting Club akuni din no
okay
Ashanti
Gold yes Sporting Club
Ashanti Gold Sporting Club
okay
and we are born that was no
no
ena ose osono aboa kese fa logo ba kono so to so
1970
we so aboa so born that fa
na say
ena ose disclaimer we are not back to the Ghana Premier League
okay
we are still in discussions with the GFA to reinstate us to our rightful place a team without history has qualified for their maiden season.
A team without history.
Yes.
And now Manson.
Oh, Manson dia.
Because a team without history, we were common when you ask them. Until some of them just a Manson.
It's what they ever call it.
But I said to my about was it. Because Linkley Stadium name team in the hall. What I say? Linkley Stadium ne dear. Nancy mu okrana. Bidum ko bobo matches ni hu say Emre.
Yeah.
One of the best stadium in Ghana. And the Banes and the pass we so qualify.
Yo. Now you see Falasa Chepster we are seeing United States. Was say World Cup ebeku you know. Local players in more chance be. Was no bo local league any man chance the World Cup no okubobi. Se Kobasi a man local players chance ma ankwa. Na the league na ye bono. Na ehun hia say bo league na so be any so.
Are given opportunities. We need to give some of these boys the opportunity for them to prove themselves. But if we rule them out completely, I mean, we are not in a way helping ourselves and helping our local product.
Yo, we and then some Yusuf Alas and Chips what they are to Jaya don't some. Yeah, the Emana Prince Cobra, Duke, no, it's an academy Vitola president, or no, Czech Republic on our face, so Black Stars. Na one so Bobia, or General Bobby. Now the future, Eddie Ama players, and on our face, so on Casa de Sin in this or Pessoa.
This football game, every game is an experience for you to learn from it. Be at the top level, you have to work very hard. I want to see myself in the top 5 league, but especially I want to play in England or Spain. That's my target. So I'm working very hard to achieve my dream. There was only 2 strikers I used to watching their video. It's Asamoah Gyan and Luis Suarez. I remember when this 2010 thing happened. It's where I started following Suarez, you know, that's where I saw him when he came to Barcelona, Liverpool to Barcelona. Then I started watching him because I love how he play, his movement, his scoring ability and stuff. And in Asamoah Gyan about his build-up play and how he score everything, how his movement. So I say I have to combine these 2 strikers to learn from them So I'm still every time watching their videos to learn a lot from them. I have a lot to learn. Because this football game, every game is experience for you to learn from it, and to be at the top level you have to work very hard, so I think I have to work on my scoring a lot, and sometimes even yourself you cannot mention it, but somebody can tell you what you need to work on. So anytime I need to work on myself more, because when you come to my club, I don't play as a striker. I'm a winger there, because they are trying to use my strength, because every coach know how to. It depends on the tactics he's playing, then where he will put you. So as a player too, you have to know your strength, so you don't need to go and do too much. You have to focus on your strength, what you can do, so when the opportunity comes, you use that one.
Yo, we and then summer every the prince Adu Kabrana Kachi Eba Nana P Yadibi Emma. Na yet was in Cheba Kwangman, so na medical characters a bit youngsters or more air bomb league nibi. Our half was say bono and on my HS or mobium na almost charming I is on a yena abet or being ewo akefem etimi edin komo na yenkutia at the printer almost or more mobium.
Yama meant to us more game you say. The first match I'm boy, we need less power. You're in the field the same group to buy. Me lose 3-1. Me get to move go boy and ball match ref ni di no if you me say me say ma ref o team say penalty o ti amelo e clear penalty so but and no kwa me ka say me man kola na ma I just say boy we na say ke bon coronation park okay ya ni less power bo we no mo ka say e better on the two platform to say be bon next match what they do adana na nsane le no and rather na dia akwati nra ade be china me be ball no na za be to so say yes am be ball no ha bi divide me bufu okay say ball no me mebo go first league no say ke ball no stadium mo and am say ade ba second league na ba say be say ya sa ade ba it me say me ma and am for bu bi chum kasa che me ana me de and me team manager o kasa che me nkola ngba me but ye ba ya no nkola ball no mo ball no obi o ha bi ahu so o ma say 2 no ya tete be say 3-2 I can't upon the ref said this. Yama meant to us more game you say. That me
You was a kaka some upon a references at this year call na ye ne Asante Good offer CEO as a Scandi Equity and Como na ya qualification so many na boss mine send so masa so no more you see more Ebaba Ghana Premier League now. See you good morning.
Good morning.
Bibi abako dear.
Nyanko Panda ma me ho ye pa na mo so.
Nyamia do medical congratulations.
Medasi na point of correction but your position is general manager.
Oh, okay, general manager. Okay, Jim, you. Na yeah, as a mobile ni dina na oma tie and sample ma qualify is Ghana Premier League no. Babobi as a general manager na ma besa na mudi gu na akwema etime boy ya ese oboase Premier Saba hobim.
Medasi ma me chia na me dia wetie fo nyina na menfa a big news in terms of the new year now, yes, we have 4 months there, but so this is the first time it's engagement. So for me, I swear, will be a very big new year. They all come. This year, a projections. As I said last year, me debutant in Zone 2. The first season, your last season. Yes, share your near my from management and the club president perspective, and you judge the academy, the playing body, and the technical team. One of those things that after the season you review the fact that now you're born no crap partners be a bobo. Most of the comments amount for past frequent comment amount for past year were that a mobile division 1 for bowl division 1. There was style bono because we have a model to run. A very appealing one. You produce players to meet the European market in one. The average age was around 21 years. SS for years as grana, just 1 year or 2 years being near your mobile. That experience in the division 1 was not there. And the system now bank has to say you want to keep the ball and let the opponent run and say and you twist division 1 ball. He started this season we decided to add a lot of experience and a lot of quality to the team. And no crime, I signed for a coach and Austria. I know I assistant to Bashir for the war, Heart of Lions.
Yeah.
Michelle see or the buyer now or that track record, me say Division 1 promoting clubs from Division 1 to the Premier. Why the door now? Yes, meet my catcher say, and yes, yeah, you say you be 2 years, and I say yes, start your second season with Division 1 now. You have set a target and that's but we are very confident. Say the first season, after first round, we were third behind All Blacks or qualify and we will start. In the second round, we were sixth on the league table. That was last season. We saw says a change the previous season now. And Munyam Shedaba. And I set a target. I will confirm it. Say a target was to qualify to the Premier League. Yes, that's the league. As a FGOE, as a BT, as a unity, but the support we had from Obuasi community was very massive, very, very massive. And the municipal assembly also led by Madam Foster Lavapia Queen on any of Abuaya in terms of support, financially, physical support, any logistics. We are a club big qualification. I am ready, Obuasi compete next year. But let me also emphasize that the quiet and your baby bit may get free a story in that. I see by design or sense of an person of the quiet assassin and a club I choir the two the quiet heroes almost at on board. That was Galaxy. It's the time of Galaxy, they are quite Galaxy. Now you've changed the quiet heroes. Our first Premier League game. I know you home, you're born over quiet. Jeffrey's Park, again, and over Kayam, let's try something that money is a 5-match home.
Yeah.
The last one is a new game at the boy against Sky. And the America said, in and I say, I see by design. The choirs are the boy a first home game or something. A once on qualification, a dear free. Say, yes, I want your qualification at 3 hours. Maybe it's a very significant story, storyline. I said, the quiet, the focal points in all this business we have done, and support from the in the last 5 years, the common of the quiet. So when one last young, yes, and after free have the call and the amamo. Almost so you compare just to say, Labano, to say, you know, and Obuasi coming in these 5 games, almost Marco 5 games now, say, who are the quite cast if you are Boaseba. What is if you are Boaseba in all these 5 games you're born? You understand that there's a in between the two communities who have stood solidly behind this qualification with their brain.
Oh, okay. And my idea, is a qualification number, young him say, home matches, I'm Bobo Premier, no mobile corner back and I said, Bobo no Boas. If you say, and say, Ashanti go Dadana, is say, or more, or Boasano, almost that solely, a cast and Yomuna qualify with Nemum, Tima, I see, when history, no, and I see what qualify. Mono more issues be our honor.
The okay, I think it is a more pleasant news and a more positive news to us because we are sure that craft has in now here some to the old Ashanti good now. Obi and more person than for the old structure na never home. Omokrani issue disclaimer 10 year more club now qualify. I think it is positive for us, for the FA and the football community to know say. Said you some money or medical need the bani or mono. Then you are mukra and you are qualified, but now it puts some level of leverage and respect on your project now and your boasano. And I can confirm to you that barring any other changes, the FA no ka say yen submit a venue a the ball Premier League 2026-2027 na FC Ashanti Gold 04 ye be submit Obuasi League Sports Stadium and the FA approve mine ye be boy home game
na before I say we say na minimum say stadium no says Kwaku Frimpong they minim obeja mo say mo yiso
minim say bia wo na wo documentation to prove say Kwaku Frimpong they but here the enemy say the right owners of the stadium no are granted permission to us to use for the games here boy and all the career throughout the Division 1 this season. Senior 5 home games here. Yeah, my band ya boy home games in Obuasi. It will be very ridiculous to say that Obidiana and after Kwaku on the answer what my permission. We know say the rightful owners have given permission to use the stadium, and then am I coming up with
you? We say so observe.
Yeah, we say I. Nkomo ya ma me nto aso free wa chika before ko fita go question no. Unsa o kan ye di ka bisa ho ya anya clear say issues o money as gold in term. Nkomo ne suggest sa ma yen say o mo nso no o mo di o mbo ne aba ne o mo looking at the donation of o mo letter. But then if so say munim say as gold di ba ko no nye there. Why then na mo antimi an name club ni any other name than Ashanti Gold and they create confusion or system no.
Oh, okay. Me that's it. I also call the city of Manchester, your Manchester United or your Manchester City or yes, our club because United of Manchester or Honum. Do know look synonymous but only mean in Ajitum say and Krata the Kofi Tagore eco sign contract. Na Kofi Tagore or not as KOFI. Now sign that now control KOFFI. Kofi between Yakate and Yonwa. And then no, you better to say Yonwa. Jaya club needed to go for football club. The old club here can Ashanti Gold Sporting Club. And today is a distinction between the two clubs. And number two,
confusion so kakra.
Oh, the media making to me. It
doesn't confuse people.
So will be between I can say confusion, but to me, I'm not sure there's any confusion there. The entire confusion be anyone say these are two separate entities with separate directors, separate management, and separate players. The only thing a woman said, Roland Amuzu about the old Ashanti Gold now. In the second round, players here, yes, with Karela at the Nepal club now. I think he stand out to be there. They are aboard the old Ash Gold now, or aboard the.
Oh, okay. Yo, enti ese mamba ise yenya mo matches ni nyina wi aka mo 3 matches na season na wi na wi enti mo be na mo second season mo ba ya ma qualify ise mo Ghana Premier League no mo target ni say Abraham Awremi
no the mestre say ya the betwen kakra be on say the Ibrano still under play if we na management in border sure say the direction of business I league no board on the I transcend it so any technical akasa but obviously I get back meet me the Premier League the first day up the league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, better say this season yes you know it do the board but the process one thing would be absent from the target will be happy.
Oh, okay. You say ore yem fancy and see nothing is a qualification abanti ore ye point bidding comachiro
many am that's a
you enti yenia say scandi and outenen kan general manager Eddie Emma Ashanti Good 04 and outenen ka say yenini Eddie ko kwame breno kopa breno ko
Govi ne de
yen chana kakra
Kofi, you see, under 23, list no yesi fake
abrafo no go ho na say fake no
every na say Henry Asante Chuma posting on the wall
me hu na say me ho na
something like that so say
this one na
list abana say FA communications director say list no there is nothing like that
so definitely omo release this squad no omo release wo Ghana Football Association e be da ho
there be member
and the communication be akro free the communications director of the FA ni be automatically o kan wo hwe a until say bia ono abesia be ka say
e bia ke be da ho de a ka ye ni for communication director
there is nothing like that in Kofi any day Kofi see na no Tofik Begdi nkomo bi say Ghana the problem ni nyina sisi akoye Black Stars no mewa e na de chi ye mu bo league match division 2 e na de gu referee ti say krom obi wakofu obi ade no division 2 game and go fit team we be senior board next season what if you be senior qualify be division 1 this team this sometimes what now how is run your football no now bisa we say so mo di ball na Kofi kwan be no mo fa so mo hu ball no em say Kofi mo hu ni different from say the ye den ye hu no now he for na I bono had the so mo bi no
be team for no
team for so mo bi because of one reason no that is it officiating and Kofi a normal or ye bono had say every season bia no you think that's win na be ba Kofi and this year likely be United be say ba Oba bi ade ne nam na. Aha. Otias yet your man we mama obi the division premier players. Bo division 2 ni bi. Me wa. Obi premier players bo bi Baseke Holy Stars.
Baseke okay.
Baseke Holy Stars the premier players ni bo division 2.
Omo division 2.
Yes.
Munya amtre chechim. Baseke current players number premier.
That is it.
Division 2 for na to mo ana say
wa division 2 players ni bi
say
they said they are RTU
they say everyone say Brekum Chelsea Brekum City ntinka mo
say na register we
Baseke go atena Baseke bench da
nye I said obi abetu mo ba so mato no nye na ye
there was some now gas or ya confuse
player na Baseke player league na ye bo no watena just recently I know Baseke bench
okay
ayentimi transfer ni free league in the course of say because you close all transfers
into omonto no
was about Baseke second division
was about Baseke second division now no last game the Prince Asempa ne da go
na Prince Asempa
ne da go
there is a Prince Asempa
difference ni two the entire make say say Baseke for no second team no the Real Madrid nkra no mbo senior team mo na mbo junior so I was see who ba bi o mo register no good what I say because ABA omoba division we no from sanity there you register no ewo junior team we junior team no automatically we team be senior team no what I say and the just who distinctions na answer na who say sanity
Brekum Chelsea as a team
no junior team
you want Baseke Holy Stars with two different names what I say Brekum City another team
but you man say we better register to junior team what to Brekum City
no what to as Brekum City now here is the case division 2 na omo register Baseke players na e wo premier no obi abo premier ni bi ase bo division 2 ni bi
o man to no
omo to
omo register na junior side na say
premier num na obo
na say premier no ze won kwanya so betimi register
junior players 10
omo house junior players 10 and no share issue na esi ho na those players ni nya allowed say omo timi free premier na den e be bo division 2 ni bi and
they never see
okay so subsequently no there na other teams in here found
yes and other teams na true protest
okay so let's wait
and they cause Prince Asempa mu ni kun kwan se ball no mo ye den omo bobi
Prince Asempa no bobi chim
asema na wo bi say Prince Asempa no bobi chim no na mo last game Prince Asempa na da go no
okay
sa ball na obi gina chire ball free kick share referee sa mo be ball ni bi mu
okay
what was that video no
this video no here
Western region ho we say free ya to obi an try it no strike ani free chira ball panya ball na to net referee say on sa be no
foforo
Kofi ata
no hese na akoba
ya ball na to my referee opponent na kwa chibo na Odeba I'm a place ni jubilate na referee na say me ball no for
da bi embu say referee na say ana
Kofi bisa video na esen ka mi nam nim say issue we ba anope Kofi and ochina I work on sa issue na asi obaseke
But what's happening now? Stay me.
The problem with Obene say, yes, and ask him maybe in the moon. Who say issues of allegations on some facts need I were prepared. For instance, ye establishes a player and ye register away. And ye who be a clearly a breaching law now, but ye can't say any who be a ye register any details now. What do you conclude? For instance, it's a free kick, you know. Who's a referee or free kick mum, you know, play to whistle, and a quick play. Yeah. So referee no any album say play to whistle. It just a over chairman about whistle and sana wa bash. What I say? Yeah. But so one chairman am more whistle because or can play to whistle be wa because opponent in him say play to whistle nti or turn the wall or nya let and a wobble free kick right. But they establish all the facts in we who say actually nenye play to whistle and referee na bom no obo share ya. Then after you know you be conclude right.
Don't worry. Because a free kick ya to all referee no atene nsa abom say mo na player ni player no kra no no you play original one who straight to the distance between player and the one no kra no na mu san ye den ewa
into the ban ya
nti o de jogging kakra na mu nyina ya alert kan so be den ebo ball no tonight my referee allow go no and o china even team natural protest okay but team ni free say protest na nko ba bia because nipa na obu protest na come na e ba sekesi you no ono na the western regional RFA
hello
yes
what am
Western region.
Western region.
Allo what BBB allo is.
And go you know something. Ono basekani nye baseketi mnyo ono ani dia o. Ono ani team na ebo division 2 na fe no mo qualify by division 1. Okay. Basekani dia e
what the ba personal ba.
A group ngofo bi dia na ye de ono no asi ano so hwe baseketi ni so be team na e qualify na ye ono ankasa ni team. Okay. And go for china me more the details across Western region. Na ye bisa topic say we kosu we na be ka say Ghana the only problem near Black Stars na Kofi I don't even waste time on topic but time now so I for videos man Kofi you see omo organize the Milo games no. Kofi ye involve omo na omo free FM panfo ni bi no mo educate omo how to organize proper tournament. Kofi as simple as that. Omo organizing Milo games and cram games no. Yen from no mo fa FM panfo ni bi orientation. No mo nchiro mo how to organize proper games. Kofi say this weekend na Milo games agent ha chen bi organa. Milo games and this is not the first time. And Kofi say Milo focus wa and ade Milo fa ya videos ndoso. Milo fa ya. And Kofi look at the skill. Kofi skills talent e wo my way mu. Talent pa Kofi e wo my way mu and ra TV3 for the final game. E wo life. And Kofi nanka he Japade da we nanka adwen wo before tima no esipon akwe yetna se ama park ni eden eseye bibini nyansa mu no nipa otu omo fuma Kofi omo di games e call esipon no Kofi mo nipa na baso now as I arrive esipon stadium bi be Kofi mo Milo for abaso next Ghana Kofi mo abaso because with this initiative Kofi look at this we nkola ne the legends of our game Stephen Apia Asamoah Gyan said this is the first time I was a Milo no odi actually but for Stephen Apia was di Milo nenchi yes and Kofi I wish sad way e be yearly and permit checks the same kla no omo ma we ne ko gina Ghana na mu US
yes Army Salvation Front
yes Army Salvation Front dey kono so ntoko yes ho Army Salvation kokko ho no yes wa oba nkobi no me bogada da ba bia say ye be ye team no
abe
EBF free
oh I say where it depends on Milo for
yes
almost squadless or more pictures of
yes ntino ye me da ba bia ewi afi no me kire say national team ye dey be ko nje betimi ye bi free
and the aban dey betimi
say we dey aban dey
the nti aban dey betimi ye say aban betimi ko bu Milo for nsam no de ne marko and the nti ye tesa no unim because individual no ntimi ko Milo for no no ko kasa omo mfi kura unhu omo kura what I say two school no kura na o so best some players na Milo for no untimi nkoje permission free because listen no more I say wabo right to dream academy no wona ye fa no one ye no but the nti aban na betima bu omo nsem omo your company nti say aban bam say hey Ngo na Milo so nti ase aban pepe kwan bi so amia nti apart from aban obi enu obetima bia kra no
say Milo yenya another sponsorship amna be Camilo na bi ono so afa e bia under 15
oh there be so obi aye ne de say betway omo de eno so class na bia ka ho etefo ajai
Eta for the Jaya.
What I say? Enti
now so we na Jaya manaka.
Beto so ye.
Beto no me.
Nti Milofon na ye for.
I say Milo dey
some
the SHS
go break no ma so go be mo ese government ni Milofon na say tax kra na movie.
Send that nyina omunya
Milofon adwuma no.
Omo ya de.
Oh ye Milofon na
ya.
ya.
Omo zika ba de bi omunya sika.
Wanye den. Say ye ntie bi ambes of sponsor no. Na de bi omunya sika na yi omo mo
buy only. So we Ghana Premier League na. What the sponsor we are? My league no crowd was hosting Ghana Premier League. No, we are Ghana Premier League. The negative news is I know we
play.
Me wa. Now we feel branding. We full branding. Me wa. In some way, secret because I went to a time conform with Ghana betting company be buy. You from say? Bet power. Because a bedroom level be our sponsor Ghana Premier League. I'm feel so when you serious. In conform patronize you product no because if you say serious and can sponsor na affect your brand. Instead of so call for important and password go for work.
But now they nkla we product.
Because Milo for
be our best sponsor product we Premier League.
Milo for no. Oh. Ometwa sponsor Ghana Premier League na abroso. Bebre. Abroso. Mewa. Etwe tin ama strikers ni nyina no pa bia. Na ze Milo for mo sponsor ya. Enka no pa bia Adriana Stars obi abanum team. Brekum Chelsea and ka be solely after sports. Mo kan boy. Word of friends. Me to de. And pa bia team pa no seti ni.
Seven bunch no.
Say ka me ko. Ele no bo kasa. Yeah, you for the
yeah, no.
Kofi said the what you can Dominic.
Na you
know. And Nyame Adma we are planning to be Nyame Adma china. No, there will be a candle night.
Candle night.
Total filling station.
Mama nenya confirm na nsa na mo be ka kire.
It's almost
o dey confirm yan.
Mo confirm you mama e routine mama e bibia na e ho say ye promotion mani pa ba. What I say na ye promotion.
Filling station akwa candle night no.
Me say
hey yo wo be ahye e. O be hida so kwa candle night.
Yes, candle night.
What's it total filling?
Total filling.
Starting from WWE filling station. From BP area mo. No, okay. That 50 total 2 area mo. What does it area mo?
What are junction oba?
Na what are junction no. Who soldier o area ho nyina.
Okay, ya na o.
Total 2 for go mo dia ne.
Omo class na na boro achiro so ho ya.
Omo dia ne kakra.
Na how much kind of dey go be. So go be Nyame adoma enu anwumre no. Ebi akofi behu bi wo Akwaaba Facebook.
Yeah, there's confirm
na family. Say no nyumre ye twen.
What nyumre da show no so.
Let me mam show no. Show ni dey.
Mo swale a. Asema na yese mo nka, mo say enye official. We nya official no. Yese ko na enye official.
Asema me ka. Check after go ni say. By the close of today. Na say enye radio news kra na. Enye radio news kra na.
O dey close na ye.
Facebook page wa Akwaaba. Sana me okay.
Yate.
Sana no
yeah, you
yeah. I'm running for maybe I'm 2 minutes.
Okay.
First 1 minute. You see, Matthew Yusuf Chipsa. Na nkomo no krabata bebre. In the first place, mo be a Macaros could pressure so free local player. Mo be a man pressure afi no waba. Na mo quote bi ni campaign bi adada because you can see you can wasem say chinchina say you free local player. Kofi, sa argument no. You best start here free say players na wo ho no. Omo uchi sa de ho ye example. You buza zo so number 6 bi Premier League ma. Obeka yes and obeka no. So obeka no. And whole situation was completely different from Wemo. Secondly, coach never na watch krama. If there is a coach that is of local players, Otuado we call up keeper anko. Meboa. And at the time where were you? If you were complaining then, Otuado who they need to even call them. Carlos Kures na wabana aka na watch peno. Or no the pressure beto no so. 2. There be na wanye. Obaye no or her Black Galaxies which is the local team no omo ya de no na ya frɛ omo abo omo no so definitely he's going to see almost every potential obetima frɛ and go and convince him there mabo 2 matches so him training no him Musa see you almost o dey bi Ghana Mexico the be right o him and ye no feel say bi wo mu a ofa fair one far fair me say mo bi ama na pressure onye na adwuma and you see chief say coach no Obadabe no be who local player. Wa won tena Kuroma 50 years. E ka say you quality tena. Obe hu. Di na ba bo member no monye hwe. Meboa. Ya ye tie sisi ye ka je say yemfa sensi abumfre player ko blaster. Ya tena Kuroma ye lifetime. Ye ntimi mo. Meboa.
Yes.
Now no about 2 weeks cram ma Ghana merely kro ni ma de kro. Ye logo kro hu. Computer go second 1 minute no. Under 20 AFCON 2027.
Yeah.
A very good news for Ghana. You see, particularly, yeah, war into the football industry. No, Adeba ko Ghana abako sem chere me say yeah, anya tournament aye stadium ye. Yeah, anya tournament aye system.
Yes.
Abane the excuses be catch say scan ho, but e be do tournament in kwa dia obe renovate bibi, obe ye bibi. Ye scarce boteman because of all African games. Me boa. Say nya no never were we able going to do that. Me boa. Put that aside. The can 2008 in year no and KBA stadium that see 2 pebi. Good. And if tournaments like this, ebeba say you insisted you need be cry kan ho a ebe me ya renovate your venue so no.
Yes.
What I say? And I think say we able me are prepared because Ghana is one of the powerhouses of African football. Open year nam ye so ma ye football Africa ha Ghana kan ho. And this do level be a other countries say host to AFCON there and say and with this no a bit more prepare ya host to wafu zombi o say wafu there.
Yes, zombi ya host to
okay.
Our keep host.
And under 20 level na ye kan wasem Ghana wa bako sem wom and this ye host bia and say particularly when the last day you host here you host and win. What I say?
Yeah.
Put that aside. See it be host way you have venues come. You are prepared for AFCON, isn't it? Say joint hosting Krana that would be better because your TS is here. Say can't just when Ghana be host AFCON. Won't be for sense you because your stadiums no Krana and meet CAF standard for CAF Confederation Cup, any CAF Champions League. How much more host to AFCON? Particularly here, Korea, Cote d'Ivoire, AFCON, her pitches, pardon your mom, so we need tournaments. We need tournaments like this to at least start something. Now, in for football field, spirit, you know, no investment in room, no beer, subsequently, you know, because say, but I'm stadium now.
Yes,
baby, a bubble.
Yes.
But Yamman say, ye perceive host AFCON. Legon 1, Botema 2, Accra 3, Isipon 4, Tamale 5, Kumasi 6, Keko 7. You bet host 2 AFCON in your house. It is about say, ye kasi renovating to modern standard. What is it? Aha, you bet host AFCON, ewa. Ebebro sokra unya 8 venues and the yen pay attention see a renovate and yoma and the yen start with under 20 no fair enough now for yen twas from free ho
yeah that's it yen pa prepare for kakra na the ocean so the time never buy you for 0242020208 0242020208 0207573003 freni ni koma kakra na no chi na DJ Jovia embeto aso emfa first caller yen ko na yen ko din komo na yen hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
My friend is John. Because we're speaking.
John, it's you.
Sometimes an opportunity, we shouldn't just say anything about certain things. And a GFA for non communal for non Christians and organizing competition. You understand? I think no, I just say GFA they will put language, I just say GFA they don't know what they are about.
Okay, language now how no.
Yes. Sometimes I just say on my mind on my team most of the times on opportunity they don't to like the look unkophobia. You can't send me from unkophobia what you for so being so. But at least we should be careful when we are dealing with that thing.
You, Mate.
About for the last take. You see, most teams in Ghana here are benefiting from these issues. But the moment they be quite sure, we hear them speaking louder.
Maybe
I love it for and I make a say, Doctor Jaboy boy, it's a Western region, but be a Bonafui. What question also benefiting in only do middle league hole. So they should speak. They shouldn't condone themselves. They shouldn't involve themselves in those acts.
You.
That acts no.
Mate, that's hello. Simple into.
Yeah, coffee. I'm not paying my mention of it. Coffee. Now, I'm going to Liverpool, no man, Queen, Mamma, I say that I'm young. no master teacher. Talk for the everyone here.
You.
And you have to pray.
Okay. Yeah, that's good morning. Yes, sir. You, but ain't you?
My answer no can mean any agri. If I had no into a Mugoshian, just a Mugoshian, full of no who organize no and I get to work.
Mr. No better than Argentina, and about 0242020208 0242020208. That's 0207573003. Good morning.
Good morning, Taro.
Yes, sir.
Pachola Boko there.
Boko.
Me tell you what you for na buzi ni.
Yentio.
Me my prayers ni na yako. Nkakata mai. Me mala yako. Me bompa so mu na say the next match. Ombinya crash. Mo mo tima bobo no. Because na me na diba. Ono aso na osanje.
Okay.
Ye bompa say we ada yin bit ba ko tai boy na chi. Yakata na chi kura.
Mate. Yeah, that's it, papa. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. When you?
Akoda ya media da.
Akoda yintio.
Memo abaso. Nara biara mpak sala be wo ha. Uja bushe wangu bi. Saboro to fini no be tono. Kipa na kwa mjiri saje ba. Tisi ro ko ka. Ti go no shero o manani ndi.
You.
Ati yabo abaso.
Mate. Yeah, that's it, Akoda nyame. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, Kofi.
Yes, sir. Coach.
Good morning.
Morning. That may be about my intio.
Yeah, we are the number one.
Boko.
Kofi, me say we just phone in.
Obi ajo.
Where the Paula need the American say operate na agent be. Na suma obin kai dia sem dia no mistake dia no. Wa bon obi be be tia dia we say abuku. I feel for na bon the time I was any people more on their phone no mutu right because o he nemo mu ye ne Ghana here and the Libya might say football na koye bi e wo no. Okay. Say Ghana for the league Ghana here. League abetuma ka ho asoma abetuma ka say match wo mu boy e highly competitive aye kotoko half ana kotoko abiana start. Match aka bia bon so wo hwe kwa won so da hu ayi bia. Enti ye percent penfo nyema yi na ya football football loving fans yes ye because I dey see nanka at least your country your league you go nanka your bobo ni say the moloko for eti you mu league na tanka nka ni baje because it wom na your sponsorship na bi dia kwaso kama tanka ni baje and you are so being kind I think say on say that you mistake bi anti no omunsia de ababu mu fa
mate ye da se pa ko ja sante da se yemfa course ni si na eno chi no enwumre ye ba de aka na ye betwa so e de ma ha Akwaaba radio 98.1 na yenko yenia Sagashos na yen na wo jengene na de kan for FM na obi se Sagashos akopiemu awa bridge UK London ho and say Sagashos akopiemu te Sagashos happy birthday enko emfamo yes rese nyankopon enka de wa koma so yen na kama emfamo na ko ye wa wodi wonum na onsam nye serebia busan so benya so mfa so nti esre kwantente ne ahon yi ade bia no efre wakom nti Sagashos George baby obi an jiwi na fadu birthday no happy birthday to you happy birthday to you happy birthday dear happy birthday to you nti Sagashos once again happy birthday enko emfa